LNK-TV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network presents Prairie Wolves football. Today it's a conference matchup featuring the Hawks of Loras College and your Nebraska Wesleyan University Prairie Wolves. The game is made possible by Lincoln Electric System and Nebraska Wesleyan University. Now let's take you out to Able Stadium with Jeff Moats and John Harris.
Welcome to Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network, along with John Harris and Jeff Moats. It's Nebraska Wesleyan football here on LNK TV. Today, the Prairie Wolves are back home for the first time in about 3 weeks as they play host to Loras College all the way from Dubuque, Iowa. And John, this matchup today is going to feature a couple of players of the week who play quarterback. Noah Sigworth, who just earned that honor this week, and after week one in that performance over Eureka College, Carter Terry of Nebraska Wesleyan was also the ARC Player of the Week.
Yeah, Terry's just lighting it up. I'll tell you what, one of the top quarterbacks in this league, about 285 passing yards a game. There he is right there. Just a tremendous job that he's doing. And both of these guys, high completion percentage, yards that they're passing for, touchdowns, and, of course, a minimal, you think, well, 3 to 5 interceptions per respectively. Is that a lot? Not so much as they're throwing the ball and throwing it well.
And you can see the 9 touchdowns. That's one of the leading figures for conference play for Carter Terry here coming up into today's matchup. But both teams offensively look pretty balanced, similar to one another. And it was just last week that Loras got a conference win, their first win of the season, too, and that win over Buena Vista.
Well, they needed that to get off the schneid. And you know what? You think confidence builds confidence. Success breeds success. And so, but we're not looking for that today. I mean, Nebraska Wesleyan, we look at the stats here, rushing yards. These are passing teams. These teams want to throw the ball down the field. Nebraska Wesleyan's defense, particularly in the secondary, is going to have to buck up here and be ready for Sigworth. He also can drop the ball and run, and so we got to be ready for that as well.
A little bit more balance when you look at the rushing and passing numbers for Loras compared to the lopsidedness, if you will, for Nebraska Wesleyan on the offensive end. But we'll see how the ground game can get going today for Wesleyan if they decide to utilize that at some point.
Well, you got to. You have to be able to balance run and pass, and I'm sure Coach Keller would love to be able to do that. You got Romaine back there. He showed himself to be formidable early on, but they got to pick that thing up to take some of the pressure off of Terry.
We'll see what happens here. We're just moments away from kickoff here at Able Stadium. Nebraska Wesleyan and Loras College. It's the Prairie Wolves and the Dewhawks coming up after this on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences, designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.
Sun-drenched Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan campus. Welcome back. Jeff Moats, John Harris with you on LNK TV and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Good day to get out and watch some football. And temperatures very pleasant today. They're expecting a high around 80 this afternoon. We're probably about 72 at this point. Maybe a little bit warmer, but plenty of sunshine, very few clouds in the sky. And a nice late September afternoon for football. And we'll see how this thing unfolds today, John, because these two teams on paper look like they're pretty balanced and equal heading into this game. Obviously, Wesleyan with a better record of 2-1. Prairie Wolves suffered that loss last week at Central College, but they won their first two against Eureka College and Augsburg University back on September 11th. And Loras coming off that win last week against Buena Vista. So let's see what type of Loras team shows up here this afternoon.
Well, in a game like this where teams are so evenly matched, it comes down to special teams. It comes down to turnovers. And so, that may be the difference in a ball game like this. We'll see.
So here comes the kick. And it will be end over end, going to go into the end zone for the touchback, and so the ball will be at the 25-yard line. The boot that time from Loras College. Nathan Monaric was the guy that kicked away. I beg your pardon. That
we don't have 39 on our roster.
Declan O'Connor. I looked at the wrong one. It's Declan O'Connor.
Okay.
So O'Connor was the one that kicked away. And now Nebraska Wesleyan here on offense. Carter Terry again, named the ARC Player of the Week after their win over Eureka here in Lincoln a few weeks back. They'll spread it out here on 1st and 10.
See how quickly they go to the running game.
And a quick toss to Timms in the flat at the 24, and he's going to be brought down behind there at the 24-yard line. And actually, they're going to say no gain of the play, still at the 25.
Yeah,
and
Mathis has to get that block, Jeff, out on the outside.
there you see the starters, Terry, Romaine, O'Connell, Timms, as we talked about. Mathis is the other wide receiver. Holman is the tight end. There you see the line of Adams, Davis, Nayberg, and Weaver and Brown.
Yeah, you're trying to get to your receiver on a quick hitter. You got to get that block out on the edge. Didn't happen there.
2nd and 10. Here's a pitch and catch attempt from Terry, and it's thrown beyond the reach. Incomplete. O'Connell was the intended target that time around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you're throwing a long pass on vertical. Got the defenders there.
Jordan, Wellborn, Lampley, Jones, Kiefer Jones, Morris, Foley, Bauer, Kemp, and Foley. Those are your defensive starters for Loras College.
Sound like Joey and Jack might be related. I wonder if they are twins or brothers. We'll find out.
3rd and 10, still from the 25 for Wesleyan. Romaine with him in the backfield to his left. Pressure's on. Terry going to air the ball, and it goes incomplete. Looked like a miscommunication. Trace Leonard's a wide receiver. Kind of cut out, and then he came back, and Terry overthrew the ball. I think he was trying to place it up around the 35 to get the first down, so a miscommunication results in a 3 and out.
Yeah, a great miscommunication. The receiver curled up. Terry threw the long pass on the fly pattern. So Wesleyan, not a very good series on their first possession of the game. They're punting now to the Loras Dewhawks, and we'll talk about them momentarily.
Punt formation here is Jacob Hull will punt. Here is the boot. And going to be picked up at the 30-yard line. The return that time here by Loras. It's Ty Bausch, and Bausch works his way to about the 40-yard line. We'll see the Dewhawks on offense. And we'll see the quarterback, Noah Sigwarth, put up some impressive numbers in that win last week against Buena Vista. He'll be the starting quarterback. There's Bausch, the running back, as you saw there briefly. And then McDivitt, the tight end. McGovern and Williams, those are the wide receivers along with Brown. And then the line, of course, with Corgelis, Apple, Bauman, Olcott, and Sorensen.
You said it earlier. They want a little bit more balanced attack. See if they start with the running game, they go with the passing game.
And go that pistol setup. Fake handoff, pitch and catch around the 40-yard line, complete. Breaking tackles across the 50. And brought down around the 45-yard line. The reception made that time by Mike McDivitt.
And he's down.
McDivitt, 6'3", 225 out of Chicago. There you see the defense for Nebraska Wesleyan. Brooks and Wilcox, Roy Ballbrinker, among others. Kais, Bustamante, and then Pro Rock and Daw. We've mentioned them a few times. Grauman has been out there. He was dealing with some injuries a few weeks back. And Correll Simpson, who's been very good with 3 interceptions here as of late.
Yeah, he's been done a tremendous job. And, of course, we're missing Jacob Garnis, who is still out for Wesleyan. He's been the anchor for this defense. He's an assistant coach right now as they're still looking at the young man who got kind of undercut.
Let's see the
on that play. Let's see what happened here. Now, they get the block on the outside there, Jeff, that Wesleyan needed. And then, he got hit get hit high.
Yeah, he's still down in the turf, and
he got hit high by Pro Rock, and
he's on his back. They're taking a look. I mean, he took I don't know if it was up toward the head or in the chest area or what, but he took a lick.
Yeah, most often this would be at least a consideration for targeting. Don't want to say that necessarily, but those high hits, they're trying to avoid those. He got one right in the helmet, and he's a little woozy right now. They're going to get him to his feet. Hopefully he knows where he's in Lincoln, Nebraska, not in Dubuque, Iowa.
So he'll come off, and he gets an ovation.
All right, hope he's fine and get back in the ball game. Hopefully, we'll see if they move into a concussion protocol. You can see it here. He's going to take a shot.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, the shoulder right in the head.
Got him.
Yeah, shoulder right in the head.
That's probably why we didn't see a flag with the helmet to helmet.
Yeah, shoulder right in the head. Oh, my goodness.
Sigwarth going to give it up to Bausch at the 35, cuts in toward the 45 rather, down to the 41. So they'll spot him out around the 41, gets about 4 yards on the pickup, so 2nd and 6 coming up. This all-time series between Loras and Nebraska Wesleyan. Loras leads the series 3-1. The Duhawks have won the last 3 meetings. The only win for Nebraska Wesleyan was the first year of the American Rivers Conference for the Prairie Wolves with a 51-27 victory for Wesleyan. And now Sigwarth keeps it, breaks a tackle, not for long. He's going to be tripped up and stopped at the 35. And looks like he got enough for the first down. Tackle made by Correll Simpson.
And that's what Sigwarth can do. We mentioned that at the outset. He can pull it down and take off. They had the option look there. He goes back against the grain from left to right. From left to right. Finds an opening. Great job by Simpson to get him around the ankles and get him down.
Bausch should be lined up to the right side of Sigwarth, as you see on the screen. And they'll line somebody up in the backfield, too. And a handoff given up that time to Elijah Thomas. And Thomas takes it to the 30-yard line. And pickup of about 5 on the play for Thomas.
They're mixing it up here, Jeff. Moving the ball down the field against Wesleyan. This defense has to kind of pull it together here. And that's what happens. You get that first 3 and out. Get the defense on the field. They got to buck up here against a formidable Duhawk offense early on.
Same formation. Fake the handoff. It's a lateral toss here to Thomas. 30, flag thrown. This could be a block in the back perhaps against Loras. We'll see. But Thomas is going to be brought down at the 25. It's enough for a first down or close to it. But
we've got a little holding going on is what we have. And I think number 18, who was out there on the edge. Let's see who they call it on. My lion eyes do not tell a lie this time.
Damani Brown was the guy guilty of the holding penalty for Loras.
Yep, these eyes still look pretty good. Got the bifocals on. But, yeah, he was out there supposed to be blocking. He was holding, trying to get his receiver around the edge. Nice little pass. So, the Duhawks are mixing it up here, Jeff, on this run and pass. Swinging it out, getting their players in space. That's a good penalty for Wesleyan on the hold.
2nd down here, back at the 35 of Wesleyan. And they're going to spread it out as Sigwarth looks to throw, and his pass is knocked down incomplete. It was almost picked, and I do mean almost picked by Wesleyan's Caleb Kais that time.
Yeah, you want that one back. Well, I'll tell you what, he'll want that one back because he had some green space, Jeff, and he would have been off to the races. Don't know if he would have gotten it all the way home, but, boy, that was a big one. That's the turnover you need there if you're Wesleyan. So that's why I'm playing defense.
Former Northeast Rocket almost had a pick. Here's a toss to Bausch to the 35-30 and going to be brought down short of the first down. They'll put him down at about the 26, so about a yard short. And that'll bring up 4th down here, and Loras is going to go for it, no question.
They're going to go quickly. Want to go quickly. See if they want to pull him off here.
Play clock only down to 23 at the moment.
Signals coming in from the sideline. Now Sigwarth is dangerous here. Going to go around right side.
And that's what he does. And does he lunge forward? No, the Prairie Wolf defense stops him on 4th down, and the Prairie Wolves get a big stop. Credit Spencer Brooks. Give credit to Guzmenti as well, doing a terrific job getting in there and stopping that lunge.
Tremendous job there. Wesleyan was up for it. Yeah, you could see how they would shift the line to the right. He was going to go right. But, boy, I tell you, the penetration at the point of attack and Wesleyan, there's a meeting in the backfield. Tremendous job.
Can't forget about the former Pius X Thunderbolt, Taden Gentrup. He was there too. What a stop.
Yeah, everybody was there. That's a tremendous. Now you got to capitalize. You didn't get the interception, but you get the turnover on downs.
And now Romaine gets the handoff, and they'll use the ground game as he picks up about 3 yards to the 29-yard line. No, they're going to spot him at the 28, so only 2 on the play.
You got another injury here for Loras, number 45. Kiefer's down. Kiefer's down.
Kiefer, a senior out of East Dubuque, Illinois.
He tried to walk off on his own power, but stumbled down. He's holding his left side.
I wonder if he got the wind knocked out of him or something.
Yeah, got in tight quarters there. You know, Romaine, again, not the elusive scat back that you like to have from time to time, at least in a balance. He's that power back a la Dan Alexander from back in the day.
Oh, my gosh.
I think they actually have the same number, 38.
38.
Yeah, I was with Dan Alexander and the Huskers for the Alamo Bowl 2000. I know that's a long time ago, but, boy, he ran for like 300 yards in that game.
He was very, very big, stout.
He had some fumble issues.
Yeah, he did, but he had some power to him as well. Terry gives it to Romaine. Romaine going to take it through that middle of the line and gets it up to the 31-yard line, about a pickup of 3.
If you can establish this running game somewhat, get 3 or 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards, then that play action now sets Terry up for a shot down the field. And so Coach Keller here is saying, let's try to establish this, but you got to fire off if you're that offensive line. Got to fire off to get those yards. Now we got a situation that is most likely a passing situation.
Terry will work out of the gun. He'll send a man in motion. Terry in the pocket, in trouble, and he's going to be surrounded and stuffed for a loss of yards back behind the 25 at the 24 of Wesleyan. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a coverage sack by the Dewhawks. He just had nowhere to go with the ball as the pocket broke down. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He takes it, doesn't throw the ball. You know, you can throw the ball away if you can. He didn't even have that opportunity.
Josh Oglesby was the guy that came in and made the stop.
Yeah, they're running a game with number 47, and they just didn't give him enough time. The pressure was too much. And now Wesleyan will punt again to the Hawks.
Punt formation here for the Prairie Wolves. Here's the boot, takes a bounce at the 35, rolls inside the 30, and it's going to be marked inside the 25 at about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, if you're Bosch, you want to try to get that ball sooner before you get another 10, 12 yards on the roll. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Get away from it and let your offense come on out and on the field. You always got to be careful if you're a receiver. A lot of folks have never done that job. I have. And it's a challenging – you got all these 11 guys running at you. You got to watch the sun. You got to watch the wind. You got to keep your eye on the ball. So many things going on there.
Pistol set up here for Sigwarth here on 1st and 10 for their own 24. Going to run the option, and he's going to pitch it last second, and I don't know if it went out of bounds. Can't tell from our vantage point. It looked like it went out of bounds on the pitch maybe, but they're going to mark it down close to the 29-yard line as Bausch was the guy that was getting the pitch.
Yeah, he took it to the last second where he could pitch it right on the sideline. Bosch couldn't handle it, and he fumbled it out of bounds. You can see it here. Last second pitch. He fumbled it out of bounds and fumbled it forward.
Simpson was over there to help try and make the stop that time, so 2nd, and we'll call it 7. And now Bausch goes in motion. And here is Sigwarth going to air it downfield, and it's going to go incomplete around the Wesleyan 26-yard line. Really nobody around there that he was trying to go to at that point other than his intended receiver was Damani Brown, but there was coverage downfield by Kojo, who was down there.
Yeah, he was the only one who could have caught the ball. Didn't know exactly what Sigwarth was going for there. His receiver didn't fly on the fly pattern, so the only one who could have caught the ball was Cujo.
Out of the pistol. Sigwarth gets it. He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch there, complete at about the 33, up to the 35, enough for a first down, and was Brown again, it looked like, that made the reception.
That's a great job by Brown getting to the place of the first down. And, you know, you got to get enough yardage for your quarterback. He gets just enough for the pitch and catch.
Make that Eli Thomas. It was Thomas that time that caught the ball. They'll spread it out here. Zone read keeper, and Sigwarth is going to be stopped that time. Bustamante was there for Wesleyan, and helping out was Caleb Keyes once again.
Yeah, tremendous job there. It stayed home. You recognize, you read, you react. Tremendous job by the linebackers there for Wesleyan.
Sigwarth in trouble. Flag going to be thrown. This will probably come back as he's ran out of bounds by the Prairie Wolves short of the 40-yard line. This is probably going to come back as a block in the back or a hold.
Yeah, usually the case.
And it looks like Jacob Grauman is out there today. John and Garnis, as we mentioned, is out. Grauman out there to force him out of bounds. Watch this again.
Yeah, big number 71. Big number 71 out there. Sean Corgalis, yeah.
So they'll back the football up. This is going to go back all the way down to the 24-yard line where they started out.
Yeah, Lehigh Acres, Florida. Corgalis, big guy. And he was just kind of doing, like you said, an Andre the Giant action there. 6'4", 280.
And now Sigwarth will get the snap here, looking to throw over the middle, and it goes incomplete around the 50-yard line. I think the intended receiver was Harrison Willis, the junior at 5'6", 155 out of Western Springs, Illinois.
Yeah, he was trying to split the difference there, right, running a seam route. And Sigwarth just trying to fit it in the zone that Nebraska's Wesleyan's playing. Just a little bit off the path there. Again, three receivers left, one right.
They got to get up to Fremont Street to get the first down.
Get out to Havelock.
3rd and long. Pitch and catch here on the left side around the 25 and brought down around the 28-yard line. That was Brown who caught the pass. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now comes the punting unit for Loras.
Jeff, one of the things we've seen that I think has happened with Wesleyan has picked up is they're running to the ball. They are tackling guys like nobody's business. And so not a whole lot of missed tackles early on this season. Rallying to the ball and getting the guy to the ground. Again, you got to watch here for special teams.
Nick Farfan is the punter, it looks like. As he'll punt the ball. Actually, that was Sigwarth that punted the ball, it looked like, and that ball goes out of bounds around the 26-yard line of Wesleyan. It just seems like every time Wesleyan's had the ball, it's been around that 25, 26-yard line or behind there.
Well, a couple of possessions now. They should begin to feel out the Duhawks defense, trying to figure out exactly what they can do. First time, 3 passes to no avail. Second time, a couple of running plays, and then a wayward pass. And now Coach Keller, the offensive coordinator, as we go under center, looks like we're going to under center. Running play most often in this formation.
Out of the eye. And it's a pitch. And Timms trying to break tackles as he's thrown out of bounds right around the collar, short of the 30 at the 29.
And you said thrown out of collar is right. Thrown out of bounds is right, as he has a conversation with the guy who did it. Timms, boy, I tell you, he's something else. He plays this game with a lot of passion as Zach Kemp swung him like a rag doll out of bounds. Kemp was not, and he was not happy about it. Timms, here we go, watch this. And he gets up and has a conversation with him, like, what are you doing?
They'll go 3 receivers now with a man in motion. Timms in motion. And
Uh-oh.
a bad snap. Recovered, though, by Terry. He throws a pass, and it goes incomplete. Not sure if he was looking to Romaine or whoever was there, but Romaine looked like the closest guy that he was going to go to.
Yeah, he just dumped it at Romaine's feet so he wouldn't have a big loss. Nice play by Terry. But, again, bad snap. Breaks up the play, and so Wesleyan just not getting a rhythm here early on, and that's what you need if you're an offense, particularly a prolific offense, you need to get yourself in rhythm. Not happening thus far for Wesleyan.
2 receivers far side left here.
Big third down here. Got to get this. 3rd and 7.
Toward the top of your screen, now it's Tim's in motion. Terry looking to throw, eludes a tackle, and he stumbles on his feet. And in that time, Loras doing a good job pursuing. Sam Jones coming in from the defensive line spot. And so Terry is stopped, and a 3-and-out once again for the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, so you got Jones and McWilliams in there. Boy, I tell you what, they're bringing the house, Loras is, and that's a tremendous job by their defense. And here they come. You got McWilliams there, and then you got Jones, and he just trips him up just enough to get him on the ground.
Now, Loras has done their homework and kind of studying what Carter Terry can do and what this Wesleyan offense can do.
Pressure busts the pipe, I tell you. We had to watch it here.
Here's the punt.
Now you want to hit the ground, bound a little bit forward. Don't let it go back.
And they're going to mark it down inside the 40. That punt that time from Jacob Hull. So now the Duhawks will take over at their own 39. But obviously, from what we've seen, so far a defensive game, but Loras has been able to move the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, they have moved the ball. They've stalled when they've gotten into, particularly that first drive or second drive, got in prime real estate and stalled. Wesleyan's defense picked it up. Second time, their penalties hurt them.
Bad snap. Sigwarth recovers. They'll run to the edge, far side, going to be forced out of bounds. Grauman was over there to kind of trail after him and force him out.
And they get the bad snap this time, and that messes up their play. But great job by Wesleyan. Again, penetration at the point of attack. Sigwarth has to run for his life. He gets out of bounds.
Good pursuit that time. We see it again here on the...
Oh, he just didn't catch it. That's what happened. Now he just got to get out of bounds.
And it was Grauman that got to him.
Boy, he slipped up there. You got to be careful.
Blitz being shown by Wesleyan. Sigwarth looking to throw. In trouble. And throws the ball incomplete around the Wesleyan 47. Just a couple of yards short for Grauman to kind of scoop it up and take it.
Well,
good pursuit.
Yeah, pressure. And on good quarterbacks, we see it now on both sides. They're dialing it up. You got to get this guy off of his game, get him off of his spot. Don't let him get comfortable. Tremendous job by Wesleyan. Now, again, another big third down, 3rd and 14. Wesleyan needs to get off the field.
Pistol formation again for the Duhawks.
Here it comes. Here they come.
Pressure's on. Here's a toss in the flat to Bausch, slightly overthrown, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So the defense, again, both teams showing good defense today. The offense is just unable to be getting off the ground. And let's see if Wesleyan can maybe get that off their shoulder to where they can get something going offensively. But
Bausch was 5'8". The pass was 5'10". And right over his head again. Now special teams.
Victor Guzman waiting around the 30-yard line. Here's the punt.
Not a good one, but it's going to bound forward.
And Guzman's going to pick it up, and he's hit right away. And they're going to say he's going to be marked at the 25.
Well, he got in front of it. And when you do that, you better be sure that you're going to catch the ball. Ball hit him right in the chest, and he was immediately taken down by Brett Bauer. That's one of those bang plays on special teams you always want to be careful about. So Coach Keller now is looking to dial something up here. Who we're missing for Wesleyan today is O'Connell. Haven't seen him there. He's in the ball game now.
Terry gets a snap, pass to O'Connell at the 25, breaks a tackle, gets up to the 30, stiff arm his way before being forced out of bounds right around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, when you're throwing that play, you're throwing it to your receiver, and you're expecting your other receiver who's out there on the edge, that time it was Lenners, to give him a block so he can get downfield. Did that for about 5 yards this time. Defense trying to recognize, read, and react, trying to get around that first receiver to make the tackle. Didn't happen.
2 receivers here on the right. O'Connell in motion. And the handoff given up that time to the running back Logan Evans, the second stringer behind the freshman Romaine, 5'10", 190, and a sophomore. Evans is out of Olathe, Kansas.
Yeah, these running plays straight ahead. Again, your offensive line has to give you some room to run. That's when you need counteraction because their defense is so aggressive. Screen game, draw game, little play action, swing out into the flat. So use the defense's speed against them with a little counteraction.
Now Terry's going to spread it out here on 3rd and 5.
Now it's just get to the first down and find somebody open. Watch the pressure.
Terry's got some time, going to throw the ball. Got Timms at the 45, first down 50, breaking a tackle. He's got green space ahead. He's going to take it to the house for a touchdown.
Tremendous job on the under route by Timms. The pitch, the catch, he found an open seam, went all the way. About a 70-yard pass, completion. Tremendous job on both sides there.
Watch this again. What a pass.
And here
Terry.
he comes into your screen, into your heart, to your home. And there he goes. He gets a nice block here. And he's off to the races.
A big crossing route that time, coming over from the right side. And perfection there for Wesleyan. And now the point after coming up.
Boy, what a hold.
The kick is up, and it is good. 4:34 remaining here in this first quarter, and Wesleyan strikes first, 7-0 over Loras College. Wesleyan offense being talked to here after that 70-yard touchdown pass from Carter Terry to Kevin Timms. And take a look at this again. Here's the replay of it. Nice toss.
Right inside the safety. Need a block there. Gets it. And you got to be careful that you don't get a clipping.
Here's the kick. And here comes Thomas, it looks like, working out to the edge here around the 25, short of the 30-yard line for Loras College. So far, Nebraska Wesleyan receiving Kevin Timms, 2 catches, 70 yards. The longest being the touchdown, of course, for 70 yards. And then looking at some of the running, Romaine for a 5-yard gain on 2 carries, 1 for 3 for Timms. And Logan Evans and Terry with 1 and 2 respectively with no gain.
Well, passing is the forte for this team, but again, you got to be able to balance it just somewhat. You don't want to wear that arm out on Terry, but that's a tremendous job. Timms being available for the touchdown there.
And now Bausch gets the handoff, and he is going to be stopped initially by the Prairie Wolves. It's Caden Daw who came over there to make the stop.
Daw just right inside, found that seam and just jumped it. Caught the running back at the point of attack. Didn't allow him to get upfield. Just read it again. Recognize, you read, you react, and there he is. Boom.
So we'll see Sigworth again here on 2nd down. And he's going to go to the air, and it's overthrown around the 36-yard line, incomplete. Yet 3 Prairie Wolves surrounding Bausch that time.
Yeah, Sigworth he's not reading the defense very well. He had 2 guys open on the right side. He's just kind of locking in on a certain guy. He threw that into triple coverage. And he's a veteran, so he knows better. But he's trying to make the big play, the splash play, when early on. Just take the play that's going to get you enough yards to get downfield and get another first down. Now 3rd and 6 here. You got to contain if you're Wesleyan. Don't let Sigworth get out in the open.
Sigworth will look to throw again. Has some time, and now the pressure's on. And he's going to try to get the first down. Does so. Gets past the 40, 45. Still on his feet. Cutting out to the edge. And it's going to be a foot race, and he finally runs out of bounds in Wesleyan territory around the 31-yard line.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about, folks. See, yeah, we got laundry. We got laundry.
That's going to be bad.
71 again, Torgalas. He gets a pat on the back from one of the Wesleyan defenders. And so now you got to come all the way back and do this again. Big number 71 from Lehigh Acres, Florida. And you got to contain this guy. This is what Sigworth is capable of. He runs all the way left and then all the way right as everybody overruns him. Very easily could have been a touchdown run. Unless he, instead of running him out of bounds. That's a great job there. But it all is for naught, folks. So he is a talented performer. I'll tell you what. He is a dangerous, dangerous guy.
So the ball goes back to the 22 of Loras. Under 3.5 and counting here in this first quarter. And a screen toss complete to Brown around the 26, gets to the 30. And he may be short of the first down. He's close.
Boy, is he close.
He may be short, though, by about a yard, and he is.
Yeah, he got a little bit more than you want to get on that third and long. So it's fourth down here in about a yard and a half. And they're going to punt it away. At least that's the initial indication. Just enough. And now you got to tackle now if you're Wesleyan. Missed the first tackle there.
Waiting the punt. Farfan into punt. High spiraling punt.
Boy, that's a nice kick.
And Guzman's going to let that bounce. And that is going to go out of bounds at the Prairie Wolf 13-yard line. So that's where Wesleyan will take over here on their next drive. 26th season for head coach Brian Keller. He has 122 wins, 123 losses. He's 98 and 107 in conference games. And that goes back to the old GPAC days.
Yeah, he loves this school. He loves these players. He loves the game.
Devoted a lot of time to this program and this school. And Evans gets the carry off the handoff from Terry. Up to, well, no gain on the play, still at the 13. So no gain for Wesleyan, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he is still the longest tenured coach in this conference.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
He did win GPAC Co-Coach of the Year in 2000. And that is when they unveiled the Prairie Wolves mascot, when they made the switch over from the Plainsmen and the Plainswomen to the Prairie Wolves during homecoming against Doane in 2000.
Well, it's been a change that has been welcome, and a change that is definitely, we got motion here on the offensive line.
Snap, false start.
Yep.
Offense, number 71.
Yep, 71. Yeah, he put his hand down and then picked it back up. That's a no-no. So Wesleyan going back the other way. You're thinking after that touchdown, 70-yard pass from Terry to Timms, Wesleyan might be getting into its rhythm, getting to pick it up here on offense, but you can't have these little stub your toe, if you will, penalties.
Tyler Brown was the one that called for the motion. So 2nd and long here with 1:38 remaining. Here in this first quarter, play clock down to 10. Here it is, Terry looking to throw. Pump fake, short toss, incomplete. And I'm wondering if he was trying to pump fake that and it just got loose.
Well, it looked like they may have had a screen set up.
Right.
And
but nobody was open yet.
Nobody, running back hadn't turned around to catch the ball. Again, just some miscues here early on for this offense. Very fortunate to get that last one. Let's take a look at it here. Okay, we're going to move out here, and the running back is still in the midst of the blockers.
So the play clock at 5 now. Wesleyan needs to get this snap off in a hurry.
Time is out, and they didn't do it.
And the marker comes out.
What is going on?
Timeout. Nebraska Wesleyan.
Oh, that's a good timeout. That's a good timeout.
That was perfect timing.
Yeah, and so right now, listen, that route that they ran to Tim's, this is what you need right now. That was a big play, pitch and catch. Got to find somebody open in the zone. But of course, the first challenge is to protect. You got to protect, and you want to be so careful because you're close. What are you on the 8-9 yard line?
8 yard line.
Yeah, so you don't want to get a safety or a grounding penalty in the end zone, which would result in a safety as well.
Yeah, you don't have very much breathing room as it is
No.
right now.
And then what happens is if you don't get the first down, you're kicking from the end zone, which means the Duhawks are going to get the short field, which now gives them life, which they haven't had in a couple of series. Beautiful day here in Lincoln, Nebraska, folks. Sun-drenched.
Yeah, the temperature just ideal for this time of the year. At least 72 degrees. They're expecting a high of 80 in Lincoln today.
This is likely going to be a quick, want to have a quick pass here. Couple steps.
Terry's in trouble on the move, and he's going to be taken down back around the 5-6 yard line.
Now look, Jeff, all the receivers are down here around the 35 and 40 yard line. Those are long routes. You're that close to the end zone. You can't have those super long routes. You got to have somebody you can throw the ball to 5 yards and let him run another 5 yards or 10 yards.
Zach Reyes was the guy that came in and put the sack on him.
Yeah, so everybody's running deep routes, and you got to have protection if everybody's running deep routes. They do not. And Wesleyan very fortunate there not to have Terry back in the end zone. Now he's kicking from the very, very back end. Oh, scoops it up.
And Jacob Hull.
Touchdown.
Is that going to be a touchdown? Looks like it is. On the bad snap.
Yeah, that's the danger of all that was happening.
And coming in for Loras College that time was Dustin Harris to jump on top of the ball to get the score.
Yep, that's the danger of all that was happening with that last series for Wesleyan. Backed up to your goal line to punt, and here they come. And they get the short snap. He doesn't pick it up, and here they are. Jailbreak, touchdown.
Just like that, things go south for the offense.
And that's a miscue on special teams.
And now the point after. That one is up, and it is good, nailed by Nick Farfan. And so with 43 seconds remaining here before the end of the first quarter, we're tied at 7 on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. There you see Dustin Harris. He's the guy that pounced on top of the ball that got loose in the end zone and recovered it for a touchdown for Loras College with 43 seconds to go here in this first quarter, and we're tied at 7.
Yeah, that breathes new life into the Duhawk team there. Again, struggling in a lot of ways, but again, that's why you need offense, defense, and special teams. The snap was bad. The punter couldn't pick it up, and they realized with a very short end zone to kick from that they had an opportunity to maybe block the punt. They get the fumble. They get the recovery. They get the touchdown.
So Loras will kick away. And here is the end-over-end kick.
Returnable.
Going to be picked up at the 12 by Guzman, up to the 20, gets up to the 25 and tackled from behind at about the 27-yard line. That's where Wesleyan will take over here with 36 seconds, make that 37 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of action.
Yeah, not a bad return by Guzman. And now Wesleyan with the ball now a little bit further out. A little bit further out now to start this offense. 27-yard line.
to 35 here, and it's Timms on the carry, and he gets around left side up to the 31-yard line on the run that time. So a 4-yard pickup for Kevin Timms.
Yeah, I was hoping, Jeff, that we would see the offense running out to the perimeter a little bit more. Going in between the tackles just has not been successful. Let's try to stretch this defense, get them running sideline to sideline as we end the first quarter here.
Yep, both teams retreating to their sidelines, and we'll go to the second quarter. We're tied at 7. Been a defensive battle, but some scoring, not much, but we'll be expecting to see some of the same thing here as we head to the second quarter here from Able Stadium. Again, tied at 7 on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Up here in the booth, I don't know if you can see us.
There's
my hand.
There's you. Oh, there I am. Celebrate. Good times. Come on. Touchdown.
Coming from the south end zone, that shot. Underway at the second quarter here. Here's a pass in the flat, complete around the 34. And up ahead is Mathis, who got the first down and forced out of bounds. But we got some laundry on the field, it looks like.
Yeah, I think we got a bad block. A block in the back by Wesley, and the receiver trying to block on the edge. And he just got from behind, got behind the Loras defender, and that's going to cost Wesleyan 10 yards.
That's not good.
And what a good play on first down. And again, blocking on the edge.
Holding offense number 4, 10-yard penalty.
Yep.
So Connell.
Yep.
So he's called for the penalty, and take a look at this again.
Now he makes the guy miss, which is what you want. And now Connell up at the top of the screen, pushing from behind, holding. That wasn't very much there though. Yep, but you see the laundry on the field.
After marking the penalty off, will be first down Nebraska Wesleyan.
So it's 1st and 20. Is it 1st and 10? Okay, 1st and 10.
I think it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Okay, we'll take that.
One receiver each side. Make that 2 on the upper part of your screen. Tim's in motion. And a pitch and catch from Terry to the receiver. I think that was O'Connell who caught the ball, and they're going to give him forward progress to the 41-yard line. Instead, it was Trace Leonard that caught the ball. So Leonard makes the catch. That's a pickup of 4 to the 41.
That's not bad. I mean, again, 4 yards on first down leaves you, in manageable situations. So good job by Wesleyan. Got to pick it up here.
Terry looking to throw. He's got O'Connell this time around the 45, marches forward, and did his forward progress given the first down. Looks like he did, yes. He got to the 48.
Got some big receivers here if you're Wesleyan, but tell you what, he's throwing some very dangerous throws, Jeff. Those sideline throws, those are about 20, 25-yard throws in the air. And if the Dewhawks begin to read those throws, somebody jumps that route, he's off to the races. Those are some very long throws, but it shows you the strength of Carter Terry's arm.
Working from the 48. They'll work out of the I formation. Play action here for Terry, looking to throw, and it's caught, incomplete.
Yeah, he bobbled it.
Incomplete. And the intended target there was Sam Holman, the tight end, and looked like he may have had a grasp on it, but by the time he went to the ground, it obviously popped out or wasn't completely caught.
Yeah, he had it there for just a moment. Slipped out. Nice little play action, and he's going to take a shot. Throws it to him. Contested, and just as he was going to the ground, got away from him.
2nd and 10. Romaine in the backfield along with Timms with Terry, the quarterback. They'll counter it, go to Timms. And Timms is tripped up as he gets across the 50, stopped at the 48 of Loras.
I like that. I like Timms. I mean, you can use him whether it's the passing game, the running game, and of course, he is a backup quarterback. He's a quarterback as well.
He is.
So you can swing him out in the flat and have a have a pass. So versatile is Timms. Got a lot of attitude, a lot of passion. As we say en français, the joie de vivre.
I didn't take French class.
Joy of life.
Thank you for the interpretation.
Translation.
I took 4 years of Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Translation, yes. Thank you. 3rd down here. Terry. Complete to Mathis. Got the first down. Pass caught at the 41. Going to be marked down at the 40.
Great job. And again, that's what you want. Get there, get in the zone, settle, find a spot, pitch and catch, first down, move the ball, let's go.
And this is more like Wesleyan's offense.
Well, this is what you want. This is what you want. Okay, just you don't need a whole bunch. Just get what you need. You know the old song. You got it in your record collection. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you'll get what you need.
Who sang that?
I don't know.
And then Terry on the snap.
I don't know.
Bobbles the ball.
Oh, Rolling Stones. Okay, Rolling Stones.
Takes the 3-yard loss back to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Rolling Stones. That's right. So, and then we have a fumble on the next play. So again, another stub of the toe, right after a really good play, sets us back. And you know what I like about Loras? So Loras is doing a tremendous job at the point of attack. I tell you what, they are bringing the heat. I think their defensive coordinator saw Terry back there with too much time will eat him alive, and so they've been bringing pressure, try to get him off his spot, make him uncomfortable. Need protection here.
Did they ever? And now Romaine on a quick rollout could not control the ball and drops incomplete. That brings up 3rd down here for the Prairie Wolves.
And that pressure also makes you rush. And that's what Terry did there. We've seen over the games he's been a little bit calm. He hasn't had the happy feet, but this pressure seems to be hurrying him up a little bit too much. And you'll see it here. Quick, here they come, and he's throwing a little bit too fast there and behind Romaine. You got to calm yourself down, relax, throw the ball accurately, so your guy can take it downfield. Here they come.
Here's Terry with a pass downfield, and it goes incomplete, intended for O'Connell as Terry took a big hit.
Oh, and he's down.
And he is slow to get up.
And I'll tell you what, Loras has made a decision, a concerted effort here today that Carter Terry will not stand back there and pick us apart. And they are bringing it.
And now Jacob Hall will come out, and he'll punt away. A short field punt here for Wesleyan.
And that's what happens when you're able to put stuff on tape. They're able to watch your tendencies and see what you like to do, and then the challenge is to get you off of that.
End over end punt.
Oh, I like that punt.
Takes a bounce at the 6, going to be marked down at the 10. And that's where Loras will take over here with 11:06 to go in this first half of action.
Yeah, what a great job on that punt. He kicked it. He kicked it backwards. I mean, he kicked it so it spun backwards, and so it would hit the ground and not bound forward. So that's a tremendous job on the punt.
Loras College back out there on offense.
Dubuque, Iowa. You ever been to Dubuque, Iowa?
Yes, I have been to Dubuque.
Yeah. Been there a number of times.
Here is Sigwarth. And now Bausch working to the edge. And he's going to be tripped up by Simpson by the shoelaces and knocked out of bounds around the 17-yard line.
That's a good job by Simpson. A good job by Bausch to get on the edge. And I think that's going to be the difference for either of these ball clubs today. If you can get somebody out on the edge, make the defense run side to side, you might be able to find an opening.
Second down here. Pass in the flat is complete to the receiver for Loras. That happens to be Cameron Cook.
So both of these teams now may be realizing, Jeff, that the way to go is the short passing game. Okay, throw the ball a yard or two and then let your receiver do the rest of the work.
1st and 10 here for the Dewhawks.
Wesleyan found success on a 70-yard pass, but even that was about a 20-yard catch and run.
Little zone read and a fake as Sigwarth keeps it. You want to talk about a delayed zone read. How about that? And he kept the ball and got some yards out of it.
Oh, boy. Let's stop calling him Sigwarth, start calling him Houdini. What a magician there.
I mean, take a look. We got to see this replay here. Show you. Look at this.
Got it. He's tackling him. Nope. Hey, you don't have it. I got it. You want it. I got it. What a job by that young man of sleight of hand, if you will.
Sigwarth going to go to the far side, the 30, and
tackle.
1st down on the reception, forced out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. And the catch made by the tight end, Michael Crawford.
And even that was a nice long pass by Sigwarth to the outside. But the challenge here for Wesleyan and for Loras is, whatever moves the chains.
So they'll work from the 35 in their own territory. A little pump fake there by Sigwarth, and he throws it out of bounds to one of the guys on the sideline, which happened to be the kicker, Nick Farfan.
Yeah, you said it right. That was supposed to be a pump and go. He's looking for Dwayne Emulus there. Pump and go, get the defense to bite, and then get over the top. Didn't happen there. Look at the brain trust just to the left of us.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Nebraska Wesleyan president, Dr. Darren Good. Got some things happening here as Sigwarth on 2nd down is going to keep it, and he gets the 1st down. Finally corralled just across the 45 and the 46, and we got a penalty marker on the field. This could be coming back. It was kind of a late flag thrown.
I wonder if this is on big number 71 again.
Offense number 64.
Oh, 64 this time.
Derek Olcott.
I think you got to know about Sigwarth. He's 6'2", about 210.
He's pretty athletic,
and he's a big size, nice sized guy, and obviously look at him with the moves here. Got the holding right there. Nice gliding stride, nice long stride, and nice strength.
2nd and long here for Loras. And this one given up to Thomas. He gets the carry that time and gets up to about the 28-yard line, still way short of the line of scrimmage.
Nice tackle there by Wesleyan. And again, doing a tremendous job, whether it's one guy or whether it's multiple running to the ball. They have definitely increased their proficiency, effectiveness on the tackle. Tremendous job. Blitz coming off the edge.
3rd and long here. Sigwarth over the middle. He's got a receiver, and did the catch come complete? Looks like it did. It was Thomas who made that tough catch, and it's going to be right short of the 1st down by about 1.5 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Now they got to wait till they usually got to wait till Wesleyan gives them a chance to bring on the other players. And he took a shot. Boy, did he take a shot. And held on to the ball.
And now Loras is going to burn a timeout with 8:32 remaining.
That is the first charge timeout.
And we'll step aside with them. We're tied at 7 here at Able Stadium between Nebraska Wesleyan and Loras College.
Begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
8:32 to go here before halftime. 4th and short for Loras. They had to burn the timeout. And they are in punt formation. But watch for the fake.
Yeah, this is the spot for it.
You don't know when they're going to pull out the bag of tricks. And they're going to punt it. This one will take a bounce around the 30, bounce inside around the 26 and go out of bounds. So they'll spot it at the 26-yard line where Wesleyan will take over.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Rebels take over 1st and 10.
Well, so far in this game, Wesleyan's got 4 first downs, Loras is 5. Wesleyan is throwing the ball 114 yards, Loras 92. That's all they've accumulated when you look at the passing. But total offense, Loras with an 11-yard edge on Wesleyan, 122 to 111.
Yeah, this is going to be a close-knit game, and again, turnovers make the difference in the touchdown in the end zone for Loras.
And nothing doing there for Romaine as he is stopped at the point of attack, and they're going to force him back for a loss of about 2 yards at the 24 of Wesleyan.
Yeah, the big guys at the point of attack on the offensive line got to do a better job, because you want to establish some semblance of a running game, and you can't do it if you get this much penetration from the opposition. Boy, look at that. That's 5 guys on our running back. That's a no-no. Nice defensive scheme here by Loras College.
2nd and long here for Wesleyan, 7:43 and counting before the end of the half. Dropping back, Terry on the run. Throws a pass out of bounds. Looked like that time it was intended to go to the receiver that time, which happened to be Isaac Donnell that time. And so it goes out of bounds. This will bring up 3rd and long here for the Prairie Wolves.
And once again, Terry's running for his life, Jeff. He's running sideways, trying to throw a pass. Can't square his shoulders to get the ball downfield. And that's because of the pressure from the Dewhawks.
Big 3rd down here for Wesleyan, going to spread it out.
Look for Tim's seam route right over the middle.
Blitz is on, eludes a tackle, cuts back, goes the other way, throws the ball upfield. He's got somebody and it goes incomplete. It was intended for Trace Lenners again, and there was coverage on him. I think some of the Prairie Wolves fans were looking for maybe some interference.
Yeah, he got kind of tripped up at the last second, Jeff. I would have loved to have seen Terry put a little air under that. He had him open. He had his hand up, but again, on the run. And you see it here. Oh, trip. Yeah, just a little bit. He got away from him. But you got to get a little air under that. Lenners to no avail. And, again, it's all about the pressure on the quarterback.
Hall is out there again.
Whoa,
There's
close.
a punt, almost blocked. Picked up at the 40 on the return. Across the 50, going to be brought down at the Wesleyan 48-yard line.
Holman, he gets up limping. He was the first man down.
Bausch with the return that time.
Jacob Hull's punt is returned by
So
Ty Bosch.
ball going to be at the 48 of Wesleyan. Good field positioning here for Loras, with a chance here on this short field to do something. There you
Boy,
see
look
the
at
punt
that.
almost blocked.
Boy, I tell you, they've seen something on film. So across the 50 here.
Fake the handoff, pass complete on the far side. And it's going to be caught. Hunter Matty, it looks like, is the reception.
Yeah, and again, all you got to do in today's college football is throw a 5-yard pass. You can throw a 3-yard or 5-yard pass, and you got guys who can run and break tackles. You can get somewhere on offense.
You got to hurry up offense here, and the handoff goes to Thomas, round right tackle, and he's going to be stopped for a short gain down to the 33.
The other issue is tempo. Can you establish tempo? Going faster and faster and faster now. They're kind of slowing down here.
Trying to slow down the Wesleyan defense, but Sigwarth looking to the sideline.
you got to keep your eye on him as well.
Blitz being shown. And it's Thomas who gets the carry inside the 30. He's going to be corralled and stopped. Gets close to the first down, maybe picked it up. He's close. He's down to the 26.
Yeah, the magician there, Sigworth, I tell you what, as we mentioned before, his handiwork with the zone read, Jeff. I mean, once again, he made the decision that time to leave the ball in the belly, and a wise decision it was.
Out of the pistol setup again. And a pass in the flat complete. Flag thrown. And they're going to limit the forward progress down to the 20-yard line.
And that's going to be a penalty maybe on number 81.
Dwayne Emulis made the catch that time.
And as difficult as a receiver, let's see what the call is, but you're out there, you're supposed to be running a route, but if you run out there and you try to block initially instead of running your route, that might be interference. Let's see what they call here, unless it could be a hold as well. Let's see here.
Well, they're all talking about it down there on that sideline.
That's interference. Offense.
There it is.
81. 15 yards from previous spot. We play first down.
And that's going to be costly.
Yep, so instead of running his route, he went out there to block first. And so he's in the, now he pushed from the back, but he should have been out there. It's always a kind of a touchy situation there. You know you got to block if you're the receiver, but you at least got to act like you're doing your regular route running. That's a big penalty against the Duhawks there.
And now Sigworth in trouble. Pursuit is on. He's going to scramble, head back downfield, cuts back in around the 25. And they're going to spot him at the 24-yard line.
But this guy is something else, man. 6'2", folks, 210. Not only can throw the ball, but is elusive around left side. And just close to staying enough inbounds to get down the sideline. Watch this. Gets away. Whoop! Spin move. And now puts on the speed and stays in bounds, Jeff. Look at that.
That is definitely athleticism on his part that
big time
really has helped out. 2nd and 8.
So they want to show the blitz. Are they still coming? Are they going to pull back?
And now Sigworth is going to keep it himself, still on his feet, trying to fight an crease to get through, and he is stopped for a short gain down to the 22-yard line.
Well, you got to keep your feet in the ground against him. I mean, he'll break your ankles if you're not careful. You got to settle yourself. Don't go for the juking and the jiving, and hold on to anything you can hold on to that 6'2", 210 frame.
Big third down here for the Duhawks.
Big third down for Wesleyan as well.
Zone read, and now Sigworth looking in toward the end zone, and it goes out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to that left corner. And a guy down there, that was Marty McGovern.
Yeah, that would have had to have been a perfect throw. He threw it to the place where only his receiver could catch it on the flag route, in and then out to the corner. Just ran out of space. Now we're going to go 4th down and 6 here. Don't need to get it in the end zone just yet. Just enough for the first down.
Yeah, they're going to go for it, not even go for a field goal.
So Wesleyan has to be careful here. Don't let anybody in that zone area right across the middle.
Pressure's on. Sigworth in trouble, and he's going to be taken down for a sack.
Look at that. Boy, that's a big sack. That's about a 20-yard sack.
Flex those muscles. Jacob Liu that time. The freshman out of Omaha Scott comes in and takes down Sigworth for a loss of yards on 4th down, and a turnover on downs, gives the ball back to the Prairie Wolves at their own 37-yard line. Now it's up to the offense to capitalize.
Yeah, and we return the game on them. Pressure busts the pipe, and what a play by Wesleyan there. And now capitalize. That's like a turnover. Get the ball back. Now put the mouthpiece in. He's ready to go now.
Terry gets the snap, looking to throw. Got somebody over here. That's Mathis who catches it at the 45. No, they're going to say it was dropped, incomplete. Broken up on the play. Good defense by Joey Foley, who had coverage on Mathis.
Boy, it would have been a nice catch for Mathis. Nice hands catch over the defender, but he did not maintain the catch. And it's right there. 1, 2, throw it. He's got it right there, but the defender doesn't give up on it. And ball hits the ground.
Good defensive play by Foley.
Good job. Wesleyan needed that. Boy, that would have been a good first down play.
Under center is Terry. Pitch. It goes to Timms coming on the sweep. And he's going to get about 2 yards up to the, well, make it 3 up to the 40-yard line.
And Timms gets up once again with some attitude on him.
Tackled by number 35, Sean
He is something else. Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Been there numerous times.
As have I. I was there during the government shutdown. I guess it was several years ago. Couldn't get back home.
So he stayed in
5 days.
He stayed in the Springs.
5 days. Went up to the Olympic Training Center. It was awesome.
I bet. That was one place I never went to in Colorado Springs. Terry here on 3rd down. And looking to Mathis again, it's overthrown incomplete. But Colorado Springs, when you drive by the Air Force Academy, that's a sight to behold.
Yeah, the only place I didn't get to go was the Garden of the Gods.
I've been there.
Yeah, haven't been there. Didn't get to go there, but I was stuck. Wink, 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 wink.
You were stuck.
Well, I mean, the government shut down.
Right.
I couldn't. I was out on the military base doing military employment training, and they shut our program down when the government shut down.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get back home.
Yeah.
First day of 3 days.
Was it winter time?
No, it was fall.
Well, you still can get snow in the fall out there. Here's the punt. Nice booming punt picked up at the 15.
Right. Maintain.
And it's Bausch working out to the 25, and he's going to be ran out of bounds just past the 30-yard line.
No. It was June.
Oh, okay.
Or whenever the shutdown was. But hey, I called my wife and said, honey, I'm stuck in Colorado Springs. I won't be home for a few days. What a place to get stuck in.
Yeah. At least you weren't out there in the wintertime.
Well, hey, I was on somebody else's dime, so I had hotel, rent a car, food, per diem.
There you go.
Hey, it's all good. Finally got home.
It's been a while since I've been down there, though.
Yeah, it was nice. Find a little Jamaican place I saw in Diners, Drive-In, and Dives.
And a ball carry that time out of bounds short of the 35-yard line. They've been to Omaha a few times for that show.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, sometimes I look, when I'm in a place traveling, speaking, consulting or whatever, I'll look at the show and see if there's a place that's been on the air.
It's been highly recommended.
Yeah. I look for a soul food joint and a karaoke joint everywhere I go.
Shovel pass, and it's dropped.
Not a fumble, incomplete pass.
Yep, it was a forward pass.
And I tell you what.
Had that been the opposite, then yeah. James Levicki would have ran that thing back.
Yeah, big number 95 was ready to rumble, bumble, and stumble. Nice thought, bad execution. And there he goes, taking off.
2:44 to go here before halftime. They'll run the option. It's a shovel pass forward. Nothing doing there. A tie that time on the carry, and it's Bustamante who comes in to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that was going to work all of a sudden. See Sigworth going to stay back to punt. And again, you always want to be careful with him back there, is that he can throw the ball as well. And so if you let your guard down, he can take off running as well. So got not a long way to go for a first down. So look at this setup.
Rugby style punt. And a fair catch can be made by Guzman just across the 30 at the 32.
So you think about all those quarterbacks back in the day that also were the punter for their team.
I'm trying to think who would have done that even at the pro level.
Randall Cunningham,
That's right.
Danny White.
I didn't remember Danny White.
Danny White was the punter as well for the Cowboys. Yep. So
You don't see, and obviously they don't do that a lot anymore. You got guys that are specifically
yeah, you might
picked to do that.
Yeah, you might do a pooch kick every now and then.
Yeah, not much. Spinning. Romaine breaking free. Gets up toward the 50, and they're going to try to bring him down. They do so finally at the Loras 48-yard line. What a run that was for Romaine.
That's a great job by Romaine. Now let's get back up to the line of scrimmage now. Get something going. And this is the rhythm we're talking about. We only got under a minute left, under a minute and a half.
1st and 10 here. Terry out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got Mathis over here, through his hands, incomplete around the 25-yard line.
Again, you got to soften up those passes just a bit. You can't laser those off to the sideline. And Timms was running a nice route, not very far from Mathis.
Coming up at halftime, again, Dr. Darren Good, Nebraska Wesleyan University president, will join me here at halftime talking about a new addition to the scoreboard.
Is his arm still in the sling?
It is not. And here is a handoff as Romaine gets down to the 35-yard line. I stand corrected, it was.
So Romaine now, the defense has softened up with the threat of the pass, and Romaine has just been finding prime real estate in that Loras Duhawk defense.
1st down and 10. Pass in the flat to Mathis.
Oh, what a block.
Still on his feet, tiptoed the sideline, got to be marked out of bounds, short of the 25. They're going to mark him at the 25-yard line.
Oh, what a block by Timms. Can you show that one again? That's the kind of block you need when you're out on the edge on those little quick hitches. Now watch this, folks. Blammo! He didn't get a lot of yards, but boy, I tell you what, he laid him out, laid a lick.
So Terry here on 1st and 10. Got somebody over in the area? No. Pass incomplete. And Tim's flying in toward the end zone.
And I'll tell you, once again, the Duhawk defense is bringing the pressure to make Carter Terry throw the ball, get the ball out of his hands quicker than he would like.
1:04 to play here before halftime.
See if they'll dial it up one more time.
Terry gets the snap.
Blitz off the edge.
Screen toss, incomplete. Not totally squared to make the catch that time was Matthew Zarbanicki.
Yep, freshman from Elkhorn, Mount Michael. And again, the Duhawks, boy, I'll tell you, how many times do we have to say it? They're bringing somebody off the edge every time. And he takes a lick there from big number 40 with the club on his hand.
3rd down here for Wesleyan. Down to the final minute of the quarter and the
Step
half. And Terry's going to break free. Finds an opening inside the 15, spins, and finally brought down at the 11-yard line of Loras College, and that'll bring up a 1st and 10.
Well, that's a big first down. 52 seconds left. Got to get some points on the board. 2 timeouts if you're Nebraska Wesleyan. And this is a great job of stepping up, presence in the pocket, and he's off to the races. Doesn't go down, gets the spin, 1st down.
Terry, pitch and catch to Timms at the 10, breaking tackles, forced out of bounds at the 5.
No, they're gonna run the clock.
Oh, they're going to run the clock.
Got to call a timeout.
They're going to spot the ball at the 4-yard line. Timeout taken by Nebraska Wesleyan.
Timeout, Nebraska Wesleyan.
24 seconds remain. We'll keep it right here. And Wesleyan trying to get into that end zone here. They're about 4 yards from pay dirt, 3 from a 1st down.
And what a great benefit this would be for Wesleyan. I do believe they get the Duhawks get the kickoff second half. Just didn't get out of bounds far enough. But that's why you have those timeouts. They don't go over to the second half. So you got one more. You have one more if you're Wesleyan. See what Coach Keller dials up here. And whatever it is, it'll have to be quick.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But once again, we've seen this Duhawk defense and the pressure that they've been providing against Carter Terry. Boy, I tell you what. And that'll be an adjustment Wesleyan will have to make in the second half in terms of their protection of their quarterback, which hasn't been great here in the first half. Give credit to Loras in that regard.
So, second down and short from inside the 5 of the 4-yard line. Now, Loras is gonna call a timeout.
And Coach Keller, you know, he was next to us the last couple of years. He's been in the booth to our left. This time, he's down on the field, and I think that makes a tremendous difference for his team.
It does, and you know, we saw that game a few weeks back when Eureka was in town, and the offense just exploded. And I think that was one big difference maker. And you see some fans. Yeah, you're on the big screen. You're also on television too.
Yeah, you're in the cheap seats. You're in the cheap seats, all the way at the top. Come on, man. Was that Bob Euchre up there? It was on the back row, top row.
You know, I don't think we're the kind that's going to go out and broadcast from the cheap seats.
Well, we've been in some interesting places, I tell you that.
Well,
we've been on top of roofs. We've been on.
From our, you know, working high school games here in Lincoln locally, yeah, we've gone out of town and done games on rooftops.
in friendly confines.
Yeah. Although one year at Doane, my first year of doing play-by-play on this network, we were out in the seats in 90-degree weather down at Doane. That was in 2006. Half my face was sunburned. Here's Terry looking to throw, and he's going to stumble, and he's going to be taken back for a loss of yards. And they're going to say the play was ruled dead.
Now, was he down earlier?
Well, that's the decision that they got to figure out. Did he go down when he put? Because it looked like he put the ball when he was trying to keep his footing.
Yeah, was he down already? Yeah, he was down.
Well, here's the replay.
Let's see. Did he go when he slipped here?
Oh,
yeah, he's down there.
The ball, yeah, it looked like the ball hit the turf.
Yeah, he's down right there.
15.5.
Right there. And if folks are in the stadium watching this, I don't hear their reaction.
Ooh, boy, he got a twist of the neck there too. And you gotta be smart there if you're Terry. If you don't have it, man, just throw the ball away. Get outside the tackle box there, the pocket, and throw the ball away. You can't take a huge loss. Now, of course, if you get a field goal out of this, that's something going into halftime. But you got to get something on the board if you're Wesleyan. 15.9 left in this half. 3rd and 16. Still have a field goal opportunity. Still in range.
Let's see what they can do here on 3rd down.
Now, if you're throwing anything, you want to throw it outside the numbers.
And now Loras is going to burn a timeout.
Yeah, hey, why save them? And what do you know? Here's some good coaching, Jeff. Don't let nobody behind you. that's what you say. Don't let anybody behind you. That's how we lose this particular possession. We let somebody behind us, and if somebody gets in front of us, we got to make the tackle. But they've been dialing up pressure like nobody's business here, and so Terry's been off his mark many times here in this first half.
Well, and the defense for both teams it's been that way all game.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, offensively, Wesleyan has struck scoring, and then the Loras defense on that punting situation earlier obviously came up with the score off the block punt, or the botched punt attempt,
yeah,
I should say, not the block punt, but it was a bad snap.
And that's the only difference in this ball. That's why we're tied. We haven't done much on offense to get the ball in the end zone. Here we go.
Terry looking to throw toward the far corner, and it goes incomplete. O'Connell was nowhere around there necessarily, and it was beyond his reach anyway, and it goes out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down with 10 seconds to spare. And I think we're going to bring out the field goal unit. So Austin Neufeld will attempt the field goal from the 24, a 34-yard attempt basically down the middle. Snap in the hold. Here's the kick. It is up. It's got distance, and it is good.
Right down central.
And Nebraska Wesleyan, right before halftime, extends their lead now to 10-7, or takes the lead now 10-7. Just over 5 seconds remaining here in this first half, but we got a penalty marker on the field.
We had some chitter chatter going on after the kick, Jeff, and we might get an unsportsmanlike here.
Turning into the kicker. Defense.
Oh.
Penalties decline. Field goal's good.
Yeah, you don't want to decline, or if you don't decline it, you want to re-kick.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, look at that. Right on the ankles.
So the Prairie Wolves take control here. 5.3 seconds to go before halftime. Standing by is Nebraska Wesleyan University President Dr. Darren Good. And talking about other fall sports happening, also the latest in the COVID situation, and talk about the new video board and scoreboard that they just installed here, I believe, this week.
Yeah, I was watching. I've been by here a number of times and saw the work that was happening on the scoreboard there.
And this scoreboard has been around since about 2011, I think, 2012 in that time frame. So it was due for some upgrades because some elements were not functioning properly. Here's the kick. And they're going to watch that thing go into the end zone for a touchback, and they're going to have the ball at the 25-yard line. So, yeah, the color scheme of the scoreboard, except for the actual game clock, is the same. The game clock is tinted in red.
So we got a picture
there. And then the play clocks, those have changed to kind of a red scheme for their numbers and so forth. So, yeah, they did that upgrade this week, and we'll talk to President Good about that here in a few moments.
Did you talk to him about the Jeff Moat Scholarship Fund?
I did not, and there will never be one.
I got $5 on it, I'll tell you that.
Here is Thomas who gets the carry.
Hold on, I think $7.50. I think I got $7.50.
Up to the 31-yard line. That'd be worth a value meal of some sort, right? If you had a scholarship named after me.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
And with that said, we're at the break here at Able Stadium. And we got a good one here. Defensive battle, 10-7, Nebraska Wesleyan ahead of Loras College. My conversation with Nebraska Wesleyan President Dr. Darren Good is coming up next on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Welcome back to Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. I'm Jeff Modes. I'm joined by Nebraska Wesleyan University President Dr. Darren Good here as we're chatting here at halftime about some of the things happening on campus. Dr. Good, thank you for joining us as always.
Happy to be here.
Well, we'll talk more about the campus life and how, of course, things have been going along with COVID being around. But one thing that stands out today that a lot of folks don't get to see on the television side of things is we got a brand new scoreboard and video board that was put up recently. Talk about that.
It's fantastic, and we are deeply appreciative of the Gardner Foundation who provided the funding for the original and gives it the framework that still exists. But we finally decided it was time to upgrade, so we might have a much bigger, much clearer video board that goes with our scoreboard. So it was having some technical issues, and some of the parts were hard to replace. We decided just to go big and have a beautiful new scoreboard and video board for football as well as soccer and everything else we do on this stadium.
I can remember back to the old scoreboard before this one was actually installed, and when they had the concept of putting in a video board back somewhere around 2008, 2009. It was a great idea, and of course the Gardner Foundation helping out with that and doing a terrific job in getting this thing upgraded. But aside from that, there's other fall sports going on, volleyball, competing, cross country, just a few sports to name that have been going on around campus.
Yeah, we already went and watched our women's golfers kick off. We have a Nebraska Wesleyan Invitational today and tomorrow, so went and wished our women good luck this morning as they were warming up, getting ready to kick it off. Beautiful day for sports. So we have football here tonight, men's and women's soccer on campus. Cross country has a day off, but our men's golf is up in Minnesota today at Gustavus Adolphus, where I worked for a while. So good times happening, and it's just a joyful year. We have not had any athletic events canceled except one volleyball game from a team that was coming that had to cancel. So it's just a spectacular year to be a Prairie Wolf athlete.
And more than likely due to COVID-19. And speaking of that, how's that been handled here on campus here in the last few weeks?
I think that's the difference maker. We have such a high percentage of our students and faculty and staff vaccinated, and that just allows us to really protect the pack and be able to keep not only athletics going strong, but classrooms are at full capacity, faculty are up front doing what they love, and just the campus is thriving in every way. And so now that we've been here 4 or 5 weeks, we have never had more than 10 positive infections any 1 week. And that's students, faculty, and staff combined.
That's tremendous.
It's amazing. So it's terrific, not only because we can keep living the good life and having a great Prairie Wolf experience, but also it's keeping people safe and healthy.
That sounds terrific, and hopefully we can continue that here from here on out, Dr. Good.
Absolutely.
That's Nebraska Wesleyan President Dr. Darren Good with us here at halftime. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us as always here at halftime, and let's look forward to the second half.
Absolutely. Go P-Wolves.
We'll be back to Able Stadium with more Nebraska Wesleyan football action after this on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
You're watching Prairie Wolves football on the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network.
Welcome back to Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK TV. Jeff Moats, John Harris. Look at the first half stats. Nebraska Wesleyan up 10-7. You look at the passing yards, 131 to 106, and then the rushing obviously in favor of Loras. Neither team running the ball very much when you look at things overall, but only the one turnover for Wesleyan, and there you see the penalties that have been assessed, and the time of possession somewhat equal, but slightly in favor of Wesleyan in the first half.
Well, it has been balanced. You give it to the defense. The defense has done a tremendous job on both sides. The pressure has caused each quarterback to get off of his spot. Hasn't been able to do very much. Again, a very low-scoring game. And what has happened for Loras is the special teams miscue by Wesleyan turns into 7 points for them. That has them in the ball game.
There you see Kevin Timms, 4 receptions for 81 yards in the game. That includes a touchdown earlier in the contest for 70 yards. And Wesleyan with the late field goal before the end of the half to go up 10-7 in this defensive battle. And I don't think it's necessarily something that we were anticipating, but we knew defensively that Loras did provide a presence. Wesleyan's defense has been pretty tough in recent contests, but this should make for an interesting second half here for both these teams. And really for Sigworth and even for Carter Terry, this is a time for them where they can try to regroup.
Well, the offense, you got to begin to start making some adjustments now. Again, the long passing game, not so much. Short passing game can work. You got to work the edges, but also both quarterbacks need their line to protect better. You can't do anything unless you have time. Sigworth is a little bit more mobile than Terry. He wants to run a little bit more. Terry wants to stand back in that pocket and pick you apart. But if you don't have the time, you can't do it. And so we'll see what the line protections look like for Wesleyan in the second half and see if they go with a little bit more of a short passing game to advance the chains.
And it's proven to work for them a couple of times in the first half where they would do the short passing game and get upfield. Obviously, there's times you want to throw the home run ball, but
that's all through setup.
Right.
Everything's a setup. So if we can run a little bit, if we can short pass, we can bring the defenders up, then we can pump and go, and we can get over the top. But Loras is going to get the ball first in this second half. We'll see automatically what adjustments they made. Matter of fact, very early on, they moved the ball very well. Just got stalled toward the end. And so Wesleyan's defense has kept them out of the end zone on offense, and see what adjustments they've made as well.
Kicking away be Zach Finley. And Loras to receive here in the second half.
Finley kicking off for the Prairie Wolves. Receive for Loras, Thomas, and Bosch.
Boy, stepping outside here during halftime, it's just beautiful. You get a little bit of a wind, though, but
very nice.
Very nice here in late September. And then we're in kick, going to take a bounce around the 25-yard line and quickly stopped as Eli Thomas knocked down there around the 25-yard line. So Wesleyan defense needs to step up here on this opening series of the second half. And you know Loras is going to try to do everything they can to get their passing game going and definitely the running game.
Well, the question is, will Sigworth kind of take this team on his shoulders? You know, he can run. He is the dual threat option. And so given the opportunity, how much will be on his shoulders here in this second half to advance the cause of the Loras Dewhawks?
So, handoff goes to Bausch, and Bausch gets the carry, takes it up to about the 28-yard line.
And once again, Wesleyan does a great job of closing on the running back to limit the gain to just 3 yards.
Second down here, toss in the backfield. Bausch spins out of a tackle, and then he's going to be quickly surrounded and stopped by the Prairie Wolves defense that time. And big stop there by Wesleyan as
we got somebody down. Maybe it's Bausch and the other Wesleyan defender.
Yeah. Let's see who that might be. 55 was Jacob Liu. And he is on the field as he sits up with his helmet off. I think he's going to have to come out anyway. It's possible that.
Yeah, that's what I thought had happened. Is the face mask got connected.
Let's take a look at this.
It's a strange thing that happens, but it happens periodically, where guys.
Well,
not so much there.
I don't think it was necessarily that from the looks of that. 3rd and 9. Sigworth.
Got to contain.
Scrambling in the pocket. Now shifting direction. He's going to try to run the ball upfield as he gets up toward the 30, and he's hit by Kais at the 30-yard line, short big time by about 4 yards.
You got the old helicopter. He's not moving off the field on 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to bring out the punting unit.
Oh, there we go. And
watch this again.
Oh, boy. He slowed down a little bit, and boom, up off the ground. A tremendous job. Pro rock.
Here's the snap and the boot. End over end. Picked up by Guzman at the 32, up to the 40, and he's still on his feet at the 50. And he's breaking tackles. Somebody lost a helmet, and he has stumbled short of the 40-yard line. And we got a player down for Loras College and lost his helmet. And seeing who that is, 33, that's the kicker, Farfan. And he went down.
Boy, what a great job by Guzman. Let's find out where the kicker lose the first rush, and now he's off to the races. And somewhere behind the play, and he tripped him up at the last second. Oh, he may have gone all the way if not for that little trip up at the end there. So kicker's going to get up and get off the field.
Yeah, Farfan's going to get up and jog off.
Glad he's okay. It's always challenging when you're the kicker. You don't do a whole lot of time tackling in practice, and so when you have to do that, you're putting yourself in harm's way. And the other players don't have a problem hitting the kicker or the quarterback.
That's true.
Given the opportunity. So Wesleyan here in prime real estate.
Here's Terry. Pitch and catch to Timms. Timms lost the football out of bounds. Big hit that time, coming over to make the stop. was Keelan Pritchett, or Jack Foley. Foley was Foley that time.
Yeah, Foley. He closed quickly on Timms, got him out of bounds with the incomplete pass. So, again, that's part of the setup here. You throw those little horizontal passes that brings the defense up, and now you can slip somebody behind the defense if indeed they're willing to bite.
2 splits left, 2 on the right, top and bottom of your screen. And it's a handoff instead. They're going to go to the tailback, Josh Romaine, and now whistles being blown. They're going to say that he was already down.
Yeah, forward progress was stalled. But again, long way to go here, Jeff. Like a 3rd and 9, almost 10 yards. So we got a couple empty downs here for Wesleyan. Going to bring in the receiving package. And who we haven't seen a lot of today is O'Connell. Big receiver.
Saw him a couple of times early on, but not much.
First game, he had several touchdowns. Of course, he had the play where he was waving at the other team. So see what happens here. Going to get a timeout. Burn it early.
So they'll take a timeout. Prairie Wolves will talk things over. 12:22 to go, 3rd quarter. 10-7 our score in favor of Nebraska Wesleyan.
Begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Well, you got a little bit of shade there. Enjoyed the afternoon sitting on the berm there, right to the left of the scoreboard. A few others up there, too. There is soccer to be played here later tonight at Able Stadium. Right after the completion of this game, here's a toss from Terry that's going to go incomplete on 2nd down now. I think that 4th down now was 3rd. Now it's 4th down, and the punting unit will come out.
And again, he had to throw the ball sooner than he wanted because of the pressure of the Dewhawks. And Wesleyan's going to punt now from their own 45-yard line. Great opportunity now to pin the Dewhawks back toward the goal line. You don't want to kick it into the end zone. That'd be about a 40-yard kick, but want to pin it right inside the 10-yard line. See if we can get it in the air.
Hall's punt, end over end.
Get underneath.
And it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Hall's punt bounces into the end zone.
Holman down there giving his all, trying to get under that kick.
You know, and one thing about Hall that I've noticed today on a few of those punts, he holds it to where he makes it go end over end on the contact that he makes with the ball. It's almost like he's doing, a kickoff type end over end kick, but
he's disappointed with himself there. Thought he could drop it in.
Well, it looked like it had a chance,
Yep.
but it just had too much of a bounce.
You got to get that one up in the air, let it kind of die and spin back, and looking for your men to be down there in time.
So from their own 25, 1st and 10, little rollout here by Sigward. He'll throw the pass upfield, and it's going to be incomplete, short. And that could have been a grand opportunity for a pick, as Dakota Prorock was the closest guy to the football.
And you see the strength. Let's see what the call is here.
2nd and 10. An eligible player downfield, offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty.
71 again.
And those penalties just continue to hurt Loras.
Yeah, most often, and that's the 3rd penalty on that young man. 2 holding and now downfield. But you see the strength of Sigworth. He just put his arm out and stalled the Wesleyan defender to be able to get the pass off. I mean, my goodness.
1st and long here for the Dewhawks. Pass in the flat around the 21, complete. Wait a minute.
Had his knee down.
And Brown caught the ball, and I think you're right, John. He had the knee down. So they're going to spot him at about the 22.
Yeah, he was ready to take off to the races, realized, hey, no, this is college football, not pro football. So once your knee is down, you are down.
Yep. Looked like his knee was down.
Yeah, you try to if you're conscious of it.
And a pass here at about the 26 is complete, up to the 30-yard line. The catch made by the receiver, Marty McGovern. And another first down for the Duhawks.
Yeah, just that short passing game, Jeff, just to advance the ball toward the first down.
Little zone read. Toss in the flat, going to go complete, but back behind the line of scrimmage as Simpson was there to make the stop.
This guy is playing at an all-conference level. I mean, not only the interceptions, the 3 interceptions, but the coverage, the tackling. If he keeps this up, he may well be first team all-conference.
Here's a handoff. This one is to Bausch, finds a crease, and Dog comes in and bulldogs him for a tackle and takes him down at about the 42-yard line.
And Simpson was getting held. The referee didn't see it.
Simpson over there again that time.
Yeah, he didn't mind sticking his head in there. A lot of cornerbacks, they don't want to be involved in the tackling process. Simpson didn't have a problem with it. Cujo as well.
Here's a fake handoff and a pass to the flat again. This time to the receiver over there on the right side. And that happened to be Michael Crawford. Advances the ball to the 49, short of the first down by about 3 yards.
Receiver lost a shoe on the other side. Gets a sub in.
And that was Crawford who made the catch and lost the shoe. And here is a handoff around left side, first down, and it's Thomas with the carry, brought down by Kais. Around the 40, they're going to mark him at the 41-yard line.
And this is not unfamiliar. They have been moving the ball, just shooting themselves in the foot when they get close.
And a handoff again to Thomas. This time, the defense able to meet up and make the tackle. And the stop made by Lou that time.
Well, I tell you what, you might have called him Lou, but he looked like Jimmy Superfly Snuka on the tackle there. If you watch the replay, folks, and just watch it here. Little arm bar. Oh, that got him down. You expect the referee to come in and give the 3 count.
Second down here for the Duhawks. Sigward rolling, and he's going to run out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out maybe short of the line of scrimmage. They'll put him at the 43.
Boy, I tell you, he's on the run and challenging this defense, and they've done a tremendous job of pressing him toward the edge, getting him out of bounds so he cannot square his shoulders and get the ball upfield.
3rd and long from the 43 of Wesleyan here for the Duhawks. Sigworth, pass to the near side, caught at the 22 and brought down, and a first down here for Loras College. Reception made that time by Emulus that time. What a pass that was. They're going to spot him at the 21.
And he threw the ball before he actually became open, so he knew where he was going to go with the ball, and he just lasered it. And then he turns his head and takes the hit.
Thomas in motion. Sigworth fakes it, he'll keep it. Finds an opening inside the 15, down inside the 10. Drags a tackle with him, finally stopped at about the 9-yard line of Nebraska Wesleyan, where it's going to be 1st and goal for the Duhawks.
And again, for them to be what they need to be, this guy is going to put them on his shoulders, and just drag them into the end zone, and he's doing it right now.
Ball at the 8 on the left hash here. And a handoff to Bausch, who's going to be tripped up and stopped at about the 5-yard line. So the Wesleyan defense is going to be tested here with 8:32 and counting in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the line, particularly our defensive line. The defensive line has to fire off, get in that backfield like they've been doing most of the game, get Sigworth off his spot here.
Pistol formation. And it's Bausch who gets the carry again, takes it inside the 5, going to be stopped at about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up with 8 minutes and counting here in this third quarter. And again, Wesleyan being pressured here by this Duhawk offense, who's put together a very good drive.
Well, it's around these places where they found a way to shoot themselves in the foot, whether it's a holding penalty or something that hurts what they're trying to do. I'll tell you what, Wesleyan could use something like that right now.
You're on 3rd down, the jet sweep zone read, and it's going to be a stop as Thomas got the carry on the jet sweep, stopped at the 1-yard line. 4th and goal, and Loras is going to go for it.
Like, yeah, Grauman over there, I tell you what, again, another great job of tackling by Nebraska Wesleyan.
Watch for the sneak.
And the push.
And it's going to be a sneak. Did he get in there? Did he clear the plane? I don't think he got it. I don't think he did. They stopped him on 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. A huge defensive stop for the Prairie Wolves.
Tremendous job. You expect at 6'2", 210, he could find a way. He was taking his time to get through there, looking for an opening, and Wesleyan just bowed their backs and wouldn't let him in.
But they got the ball right outside the goal line.
Look at this. What a tremendous job. 93. There's Cujo. There's the whole crew right there. Oh, my goodness. What a play. And look where the ball is. You're right. Oh, my goodness.
You just need to get it out of the danger zone.
And you got to watch penetration here if you're Wesleyan. You got to fire off. Get underneath and just quick hit. Straight forward.
And Terry's going to do it, take it forward. And that gives him some breathing room, not much, up to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Quick count. Just get it as much as you can north and south. And you're right. Maybe get him to the 2-yard line.
That defense, that was tremendous.
Tremendous job.
Take a look at this again here. The 4th down situation for Loras.
And again, 6'2", 210, folks. And again, all he needs to do is reach the ball over the line. They won't allow him to do it.
Handoff, it goes to Romaine, and Romaine.
Push.
They're trying to push him forward up to the 4-yard line. That's all he could muster.
Now, if you're Wesleyan here, you go pistol formation. You can a quick out to the 1st down marker. I trust Timms. I trust Mathis.
That's what they'll do. They'll put Mathis in at least.
Yeah, you drive your man back. Get to the 1st down marker.
Lenners is going to go in there as one of the other receivers too.
Yeah, and you want to be careful because if you don't make this, you're putting your punter right at the back of the goal line once again.
Play clock at 6. Down to 5, down to 3.
They don't do it.
Nope, delay a game.
You got to get the play off.
And it's almost like they weren't even paying attention to the play clock.
Offense, number 3.
Oh, boy, that hurts.
This is the goal.
Carter Terry was not watching the play clock, it looked like.
Yeah, somebody needs to be yelling, come on, let's go.
The play clock will start at 25 seconds.
And now we got the sharp passing game team in with Timms.
We'll bring a few others in there too. Chase Rennie's in there as one of the receivers. Terry hands it off. Through the middle, past the 5, up toward about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, better safe than sorry here.
No, they're going to say he went down at the 4, and that's going to bring up 4th down. That, an opportunity there to try to push things forward.
Yeah, you're tough sledding here back on your own goal line after a tremendous goal line stand to keep Sigworth from reaching the ball, Jeff, over the goal line. That's what he was trying to reach over the goal line. They would not have it. And now we need a great punt. Let's kick it all the way down to the other goal line.
Here's the punt. This one off the side of the foot of Hall. And that's going to go out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Now, you want to talk about prime real estate and having the football. Loras, I think, just got a gift off the punt that went off the side of the foot of Hall.
Well, again, he had to rush it because of the pressure coming right up the middle.
Granted.
And he shanked it big time.
They'll spot it at the 22-yard line.
My goodness.
And Loras, which had a lot of momentum on that last drive before it was stopped right outside the goal line, is going to try to use some of that.
Well, you got the ball in your main man's hands at the goal line, and you can't get it over.
So they'll spread it out here. Pass is complete at the 22, working to the edge, far side. Still on his feet. And finally ran out of bounds that time was Patrick. Oh, Harrison Willis. It was Harrison Willis that made the catch. Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5 here for Loras. And a catch into the end zone to Brown for a touchdown from about 17 yards out. And Loras takes control here with 4:09 to go in the third quarter.
And they're going to get some unsportsmanlike for the dance afterwards. And so that's going to be 15 yards on the kickoff against Loras. And the coach is having a conversation. What are you doing? So
Watch. Little fade toss there into the end zone.
And so now we're going to get the Superman shuffle here. Yeah, so they made up a plan to do a dance. No, you do that after you come off the sideline. And so now you're going to lose 15 yards on the catch, on the kickoff, rather.
The touchdown, sportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 18, success celebration. That is number 18's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Yep, so now we got to do some coaching up here. Don't take matters into your own hands.
Farfin to attempt the point after. Snapping the hold, the kick right down central. It is good. 4:09 remaining, third quarter, and Loras will take control here, 14-10 over Nebraska Wesleyan. Back after you see this. $14-10 our score. It's Loras College taking control over Nebraska Wesleyan here at Able Stadium. There he is, former Nebraska Wesleyan receiver Derek Curtis, a member of the Omaha Beef.
The champion Omaha Beef.
That franchise has been around in many different indoor football leagues for a number of years.
And boy, was he a good receiver here at Wesleyan.
There he is.
Man, boy, I tell you, I know he'd love to be out on the field right now.
Yeah, he would.
Man, he was a competitor. He's a competitor. Loves this team. Loves this school. Had some great days here.
He did.
I think we watched the game he did. He had what, 4 or 5 interceptions, 5 touchdowns?
Yeah, he was a machine.
Curdy to Curtis.
End over ender as this one's going to be picked up at the 16 by Wesleyan, and it's Guzman gets up to the 30 to the 35, and he's going to be stopped around the 38-yard line. Curtis, of course, was a standout athlete at Lincoln Northeast.
Kick is returned by Victor Guzman.
And Guzman coming off the field hobbling.
Yeah, boy, he got grabbed by the ankle. Boy, that's no good for a kick returner. There's number 5 for Loras. Grabbed him by the ankle.
So 1st and 10. This will be from the Prairie Wolf 38.
Now we got to respond here, Jeff. You're the Prairie Wolves.
And it's Romaine who gets the handoff, finding his way upfield for yards, and he gets to the 41.
Fumble.
And there's a fumble on the play, but they're going to say he was down already.
I sure hope so.
Got to the 41-yard line.
Romaine with the carry. He is tackled by number 26, Zach Kemp.
So Romaine's going to come out. Logan Evans will come in there at running back.
So you look at old Mo, old Uncle Mo. Sometimes he changes uniforms at a certain point in the game.
Purple, gold, and white right now.
Right now.
2 splits each side here for the Prairie Wolves on 2nd and 7. And Evans puts the shoulder down, pushes ahead, gets up to the 45. That was a good carry.
Yeah, nice job there by the Wesleyan offensive line and the running back. And now you have some decision. You have options here. Your RPO here is great. But I'd love to see Wesleyan use the outside just a little bit more. Tough sledding up the middle. Get to the edge.
3rd and 3. Romaine on the carry, and he is stopped.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
And the Duhawk defense doing a tremendous job reading where that run was heading.
Yeah, because again, you're talking about a guy who's a good running back, who's powerful, but you need some elusiveness as well. You're not going to get out of that tackle from a Duhawk lineman. You need a guy who can bounce it and get outside.
Here's the punt from Hall. And it's going to be scooped up around the 15-yard line and ran out of bounds by Bausch.
That's a great job by Bausch, because that ball is going to bound inside the 10 if he doesn't catch it right there. So, but Wesleyan, again, you see a little stall here, Jeff, on the offensive side. 3 running plays that time. Decided to go against the passing game, though you were in a good place to throw the pass. That was surprising.
And this offense is really, again, ever since that stop on the goal line in the last drive, has had so much momentum. They've been able to advance the ball upfield every way they can, and here is a handoff. And this one given up to the running back, Jamel Britt, as he takes it up past the 20 to the 21.
Again, after 55 points, Loras has been stalled here big time.
Britt with another carry, this one on 2nd down, and he is going to be stopped for no gain, still at the 21. Another 15 minutes of football left, so still plenty of opportunity for Nebraska Wesleyan to get back into this game.
Yeah, long way to go, long way to go. And you think about it, except for the special teams touchdown, this is only 1 touchdown for the Loras offense. Offense that put up big numbers last week.
Sigwarth looking to throw, got Britt in his sights, but he overthrew it, incomplete. 4th down here for the Duhawks.
Yeah, you got to make that throw if you're a veteran like Sigwarth. He just kind of airmailed that one. Kind of airmail, set your feet, throw it right to the guy. Good for Wesleyan.
So 4th down and punt formation. Guzman back out there. He's hanging around the 46 of Wesleyan, awaiting the punt. Watches it bounce. It's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, Guzman, who had a little hitch in the giddy up there a couple of plays ago, running pretty well right now.
So the Prairie Wolves have it at their own 42. This is good field positioning for them. And
yeah, it is.
Raising Cane's has one love, that's quality chicken finger meals. Stop by any of their 4 Lincoln locations after the game for hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and a fresh squeezed
let's see,
lemonade.
they'll go
Raising Cane's is
O'Connell,
a proud partner of Nebraska
far
Wesleyan
side
University.
left. As one of the receivers.
Got to get him involved.
And now Terry going to throw the ball. Got somebody over here. That's Timms at the 48 to the 50, down the near side and brought out of bounds. And Loras territory got the 1st down at the 47-yard line.
Boy, and Jeff, they just almost had it all brought back. Trace Leonards was coming for the block and just avoided hitting one of the players. You'll see him coming to your screen right here, right there.
Wow.
Very careful there on the block. He took his hands back. That would have been all for naught.
So 1st and 10.
He's going to throw the ball.
Halfback toss. Timms downfield to Mathis.
Oh!
He dropped the ball and it goes incomplete. Oh, mercy.
And we saw that first game with Rennie, wide open, and he dropped. He was so wide open that he dropped it. Boy. You don't get these opportunities often. And it's perfect. Perfect. He's right there. Did he pull his head up? Oh, my goodness. He'll be dreaming about that. Oh, my goodness, Jeff. And this is a sure-handed guy. This is a guy who doesn't drop the ball very much. He just took his eyes off the ball. Wow, that's a touchdown.
You bet. Here's Terry. Far side Timms around the 40, eludes a tackle, down the field, far side, breaks free, 30, 20. He's got green space into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
What a reprieve for Wesleyan on the play after the drop. Oh, my goodness, what a play by Timms. He's a playmaker, folks. Down the sideline.
That's touchdown number 2 for Timms this afternoon, and that made up for the incompletion the play before. Take a look at this.
He just refuses to go down, and he's down the sideline, off to the races. Not going to get him. Oh, my goodness. Boy, and Wesleyan very fortunate there.
And now what do we got here? Penalty markers come out. With that reception and touchdown, that's over 100 yards in receiving today for Timms.
Boy. And they needed that bad. Needed it bad.
On 5 receptions this afternoon, 2 of those touchdowns.
Offense number 96, 5-yard penalty, retry.
Yeah, senior, a veteran, a guy who gives his heart and soul to this team. He gets a little antsy sometimes, get a little attitude on him. Gets up talking, but I tell you what, you got to be careful here.
And the kick is blocked.
Again, once again, special teams. Wow, that leaves a 1-point game, Jeff.
Now 2-point margin.
Oh yeah, 2 points. Sorry about that.
2-point margin with 19 seconds to spare, and there you see the replay of Timms.
Wow.
Taking it into the end zone.
Yeah, so that's a 1-score field goal game here.
And here's the thing to consider. We're heading into another 15 minutes of football. This thing is still pretty tight. It may come down to a field goal.
Yep.
If you're Loras. But that was a big touchdown regardless for Timms. And the Prairie Wolves back in control 16-14. 19 seconds to go here in the third. And they will kick away. Here's the kick, and it's Bausch on the return at the 25 to the 30, 35 to the 40, still on his feet as he eludes tackles. And there's a little bit of a scuffle, it looked like, after the play, or the play was being ruled dead, but Bausch finally brought down at midfield at the 46.
Bausch brings the ball back to the Loras 46 line.
We didn't know what was going on there.
Well, I mean, it looked like he was fighting for his life down there on the return. Let's watch this again.
Yeah, he got a lot more than I expected him to get. Finds a little opening here, runs into traffic, and now as they get into the deal area.
Right about there, right there.
Oh, he hits number 11 right
Well, they were
ahead.
trying to take the ball away from him. Here is a handoff. It's Thomas who meets up with the teeth of that defense from Nebraska Wesleyan, stopped right at the 50-yard line. He gets 4 yards on the gain as time runs out, and the third quarter ends here at Able Stadium. We go to quarter number 4 in a close one. It's Nebraska Wesleyan 16, Loras 14.
Nebraska Wesleyan 16, Loras 14.
Back at Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network on LNK TV. Jeff Moats, John Harris, our entire crew here on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in Lincoln. 2nd and 5. Here's a pass over the middle, and it's going to be complete. And the catch made that time by Willis.
Yeah, Willis thought he could get up and keep running. This is college.
They're going to keep this drive going as they got the first down, working from the Prairie Wolf 41. Willis in motion to the left side as he'll line up as a receiver. And right over the middle, pass intended, looked like for Willis, goes incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 still from the Prairie Wolf 41.
Yeah, Willis about 5'6" in there. He threw it about 5'8". It's about an 8-yard pass. Sigworth's got to make those plays. He's wide open.
Handoff Bausch. Bausch and runs into Daw and another defender, brought down inside the 40 at about the 36-yard line.
We got a Wesleyan player
And
down.
we got a Prairie Wolf down around the 41.
Is that Grauman?
Nope, it's Kais.
Oh, Kais, 44. 44.
Junior out of Northeast. And so he's being tended to right now. Not sure what the issue is, but he is down on the turf.
Yeah, he was engaged in a blocking situation with the offensive lineman. And got the worst of it here.
And you know for him that it's nothing too significant. And Kais has done a good job today.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's check it out here. Oh,
Yeah,
right
right
there.
there.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he took a shot. Took a shot. My goodness. Oh, that's not good.
That's not good if it's a leg.
Not good. Got kind of twisted in there. Can't put any pressure on it. Oh, boy. Hate to see that.
Well, let's hope it's nothing too significant.
Oh, boy.
So I beg your pardon, Loras.
See when he can put that foot down. They'll give him some attention here in a moment.
So he's off the playing surface. Now it's 3rd and 5. Blitz being shown. Rush is on. Pass is caught by Brown. Bulldog. And a fumble on the play. Scooped up by Nebraska Wesleyan. Kojo forced it. And it's recovered by the Prairie Wolves.
That's just a great job on the tackle. Again, we've talked about their ability to run to the ball, to make the tackle, whether it's individual or a number of individuals making the tackle. That time Brown, who caught the touchdown earlier, drops it, puts it on the field. He's off to the races. And Cujo makes a great tackle, knocks the ball out, and he's off to the races. No, Brown makes a good tackle.
And Ellerby recovered the football.
And that may have been a touchdown saving tackle by Brown.
Andrew Ellerby comes up with it. And now the Prairie Wolves in business from their own 35. And here's a handoff to Romaine, and Romaine is going to be taken down right for about a 1-yard gain up to the 36. That's it. That defense from Loras has been tough on the ground game here in the second half.
Yeah, particularly right up the middle, Jeff, and that's why you got to, get to the outside. Don't see it, I don't see a whole lot of option game from Wesleyan, but you want to challenge that defensive end. Maybe get outside, like how they use Tim's to get to the edge on occasion.
13:43 to go. 2nd and 9.
Big drive here for Wesleyan after the turnover.
Tim's in motion. Here's a keeper by Carter Terry as he spins and gets to the 40-yard line.
And that's the thing Terry needs to do. If he's a threat running the ball, that helps Wesleyan tremendously. We know what his prowess back in the pocket, but if he can pull it down from time to time, get some yards with his feet, big help for this offense. We know that we're going to get that from Sigworth. We need to get it from Carter Terry periodically.
Oglesby was in on the stop on Terry that time. They'll spread it out.
Need this first down here.
3rd and 5 here for the Prairie Wolves.
Where's Timms? There he is.
He's in motion to the upper part of the screen. And Terry eluding the rush. Gets up to the 45, got the first down, finally stopped. They'll spot him around the 46 to the 47-yard line.
Another big first down. Again, using his feet, folks. That's what you need from Carter Terry. The pressure is on. And once again, here they come off the edge. Pull it down. Now tuck that ball in. That's what you need to do. Don't want anybody to knock it out.
Wesleyan clinging to that 2-point lead, but they need some insurance. Timms in motion. Gets the pitch, cuts back in, and he's going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss at the 46. Nothing doing that time for the Wesleyan offense there.
Well, a tremendous job of just covering it by Loras. Timms had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You just take what you can get, go down, go to the next play.
3 receivers on the right, 2 here on the left.
The game's going to get kind of chippy here, too, in this fourth quarter.
It's a close game, too.
Boy.
Zarbanicki in motion. Pass is complete at the 50-yard line, and it was caught by Mathis. And they're going to say his forward progress got him to the Loras 49.
There you go. Yeah, because he got tackled on the other side.
So 3rd and 6 here in between the hashes coming up. Been treated to an entertaining game.
Yeah, it's been good. Even low scoring.
Not a dull moment, really.
And the most excitement is yet to come.
Terry over the middle, threads the needle to Timms, who breaks free. He's got more green space ahead. He's going to take that puppy to the house for another touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
49 yards. Terry to Timms, 3rd touchdown of the day. And he's just finding great success over the middle. Again, breaks another tackle, off to the races. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan.
What a play. Touchdown number 3 for Kevin Timms today. And the point after coming up here from Austin Neufeld. Remember the last time it got blocked.
And they're going to need this extra point.
Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. And Wesleyan's lead now 23-14 over Loras. 10:53 to go in this game. Come back to Able Stadium after you see this. Take a look at this again. 3rd touchdown catch of the day for Kevin Timms. Breaks away from that tackle, and again, nothing but green space into the end zone for Timms. The 3rd time he has caught a touchdown pass today, and it's 23-14 Nebraska Wesleyan. Here is the kick. Low driving one, picked up at about the 10. On the return here is Thomas. Thomas pinballs off a tackle to the 35, 40, near side 50, across midfield, and he's going to cut back in, still on his feet. He's going to stumble all the way down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line of Nebraska Wesleyan.
Wow, what a response by that young man. Oh, my goodness.
Eli Thomas with a big kickoff return. Take a look at this again. He got it about the 9 or 10 and ran it all the way back down to the Wesleyan 8-yard line. They're actually going to spot at the 9, so he went from his own 9 to the Wesleyan 9.
Oh, my goodness.
On a big kickoff return. and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Dewhawks.
As you say often, pinballing himself. He ran into his own man, then he ran
Yeah,
into
he did. Pinballed off the guy at about the 40, 45-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. What an opportunity here.
Pistol set up, and here is a handoff given up that time into the hands of Jamel Britt. And Britt takes it down to the 5-yard line, gets about a 4-yard gain out of it.
Yeah, again, special teams for Loras puts them in prime real estate. Boy, that just a tremendous play on that kickoff. A little bad tackling by Wesleyan, and now 2nd down.
This game not even close to being done. 10 minutes to go. Sigworth. Fade toss, overthrown incomplete. He was trying to go to the near side of the end zone to McGovern.
Yeah, didn't put any air under that at all. Threw it on a line right over his man's head. He was open. You got to look for that back shoulder down here as well, Jeff. You got that green space on the top side there. 3 receivers on that side. And you got Simpson out here all on an island by himself.
3rd and goal from the 5 of Wesleyan. They're going to go to a lateral toss to Bausch, who takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. 9:50 remaining, and Loras.
Uh-oh.
And now there's another flag that's going to come out.
Dawes has lost his helmet. Boy, what happened there?
This may be against Loras. Let's see.
And this will be another unsportsmanlike. Well, they're pointing toward Wesleyan.
Well, let's see.
So Bausch out in the flat. See what happens after the fact here. Okay, he lost his helmet.
It will be on Wesleyan, it looks like.
Touchdown, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 8. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. That is number 8's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
Andrew Ellerby called for the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Huh. So that's going to give Loras 15 yards on the kickoff this time.
Yep. Nick Farfin will attempt the point after. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. Still a 2-point lead for Nebraska Wesleyan with 9:50 to go in this one. It is Nebraska Wesleyan 23-21 over Loras College. Members of our camera crew, I think that's Bull Wolf and Steve Smith on the right. They've been part of this crew since day one of Nebraska Wesleyan football coverage.
Do a tremendous job. They're unbelievable. I take back everything I ever said about them.
Here's the kick.
Let's see if we can get a good return here.
That rolled into the end zone for a touchback.
Man,
that
was
was
close.
Dangerous.
Boy, that was close.
Kick rolls into the end zone.
Just barely. Wow. Now this is a game of responses, Jeff. Wesleyan responds. Loras responds. Now the ball is back in Wesleyan's court. Up only 2 now.
And you are not even close to being in a comfort zone in terms of the clock. And you got to be able to take care of the ball. And obviously, if you get another score here and melt some clock away, there's a little bit of an advantage, and that'll make Loras work extra harder to get back into this ball game. Carter here on 1st and 10 has some time to throw in the pocket. Got a man over the middle. It's Mathis, and it goes incomplete, slightly in front of him, right around the 45-yard line.
And you want to be careful if you're Terry. You don't have to hit the home run every time. You've had success. You've got 3 touchdowns of 70 yards, 47 yards, and 49 yards. But again, at this point in time, let's get what you can get and move the chains.
2nd and 10.
May have to use your feet as well.
Terry gets a snap, looking to throw. Got a man over here. That's Timms at the 31. Runs out of bounds about the 35. Did he get the first down? Yes, he did, up to the 36.
Yeah, and that's what you want. Short passing game. Yeah, just throw the ball to a player, let him run. Of course, his responsibility is to protect the ball from the defenders. We saw that with Brown. Brown caught the ball, got upfield. And we can see it here. He's sliding. Good job. Nice, accurate throw to Timms. You don't necessarily want him to get out of bounds. You want the clock to run.
Hand off to Romaine. Run left side, gets up to the 40, and he's stopped around the 41-yard line.
Good job of blocking on the edge by Mathis and taking his hands off just in the nick of time.
That's a pickup of 5 on that play, so 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Prairie Wolves.
And the specter of the run game still being, potent for Wesleyan. Not powerful, but still effective.
Looking to throw here is Terry here on 2nd and 5. Has some time, airs it out down the far side, and now a miscommunication as the ball's thrown out of bounds, incomplete. O'Connell looked like he was going to be the guy that was going to be the target, but he went down and cut back up instead of flying down the field.
And you're wondering what's going on there. That's the second time we've seen that, where Terry is throwing it long, the receiver's running it short. And it may be a field play. Sometimes you tell the receiver, listen, if he's on you tight, if you got a little space, cut it short. If you have the opportunity to run long, run long.
Third down here, big play, draw play. Terry going to keep it, and as he fights his way up, gets the first down. Tackled from behind at the 47-yard line.
Let's see, left foot, right foot. They're going to move it. That's a great job. We said that earlier, Jeff. He may have to use his feet, and he does it there. What a big first down as this clock continues to wind. Makes up his mind quickly. Again, protect the ball. He rolls for the first down.
2 receivers each side here for the Prairie Wolves on 1st and 10. And it's Romaine who gets the carry, spins, and finally brought down across the 50 at the Loras 49-yard line.
Now, if Terry was indeed that dual threat, as we see Sigworth, he could have done the deal, same thing, put the ball in there. When that guy ran up to tackle Romaine, now you can take off left side. Hold that ball until the last second and then take off running on the left side. Get some good yardage there.
2nd down and 6. Pistol setup.
And again, ball protection, so important.
Romaine getting the carry, hesitates, gets around the 45, got the first down, still on his feet, and finally forced out of bounds inside the 35, and a flag's going to come out. That's going to be a late hit.
Yeah, that was a little politicking there by Wesleyan. Big number 72 for Wesleyan. Boy, I tell you what, he's pointing to the referee. And if they get this call, that's going to add some tremendous yards. And, boy, look at the power. Gets around left side, give a little stiff arm. Now, put your legs in it. Drive. And now he's out of bounds. Now, it was close, but he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds. And the flag comes from the backside. So they're going to think about it, talk about it, ruminate, marinate. Yeah, they throw him the flag. They almost have to give it to him now.
Also play, one by each team. Holding offense, number 72, 10 yards. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 3, 15 yards, automatic first down.
There you go.
All right, so take 10.
So they're going to have to mark it off.
And then give a 15.
Yep.
So 5-yard gain here.
Central College up on Simpson with With about 7 minutes left in that game, 84-16, if I heard that correctly.
Okay. Offensive
And Central, by the way, is ranked in the Division III top 25 this week. And they played Wesleyan last week. Prairie Wolves suffered a loss there in Pella.
Only 37 points.
Yeah.
If indeed they got 80 now.
But Coe's receiving votes. Wartburg, they're also receiving votes as the other teams in the conference. Play action here for Terry on 1st and 10. He's going to air it out downfield. He's got somebody down there into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan. And it was O'Connell, I believe, that came up with the reception as he gets it into the end zone.
Boy, what a play, what a play, what a play. Need that bad. Another response from Wesleyan.
What a play. Much needed at a critical time. Take a look at this again on the replay. Carter Terry, play action toss. And all the way down, it's O'Connell with a guy on him and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. The point after attempt is up from Neufeld, and it's good. 7:09 to go. And it's Nebraska Wesleyan 30, Loras College 21. Big touchdown pass. Carter Terry hooks up with O'Connell for the touchdown. 30-21, Nebraska Wesleyan. Here's the end-over-end kick. And going to be picked up at about the 6. It's Bausch on the return up to the 20. 30, still on his feet, runs into one of his own blockers.
Again.
And he's knocked down around the 39-yard line. And we got some guys down. And there are some words, I think, that are being exchanged. And we got a guy down, and it's Bausch that is down on the turf. Some scores to pass along here really quick. Wartburg defeated Coe today, and I believe it was 27-7, if I heard that right, Jamie. 28-7, thank you. 28-7 the score. The final there is Wartburg defeats Coe. And then Buena Vista defeating Luther today. Luther the next opponent. Luther fell in that one 32-14. Luther College will be the next opponent here in Lincoln against Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yeah, and they'll come in without a win, so that's good.
So looking ahead here in a couple of weeks, as Bausch is still on the turf, we'll have Luther College. Actually, Luther is going to be next week. That's in Decorah, Iowa. The next broadcast we'll have will be homecoming with Dubuque here in Lincoln on October 9th. So Wesleyan goes on the road to Luther next week up in northeast Iowa at Decorah. And then Dubuque here on the 9th, at Buena Vista on the 16th, and then Halloween weekend on the 30th will be Simpson College here in Lincoln.
Ooh, what are you dressing up for that broadcast?
Sportscaster.
I think we might be able to get away with that.
I think we can too. Sigworth in trouble, tripped up by the shoelaces and taken down that time. A big stop there by Lou.
Jacob Lou, tremendous job. I think he's an Omaha Scott product, if I'm not mistaken.
Those aren't boos down there. They're saying Lou in the crowd. 2nd and long. Sigworth going to air it out down the far
off,
side.
picked off.
It's going to be intercepted, it looks like, and it's picked by Ellerby. I believe it was Ellerby. No, instead, it was Prorock. It was Prorock who picked off the pass. Couldn't tell if it was the 8 or 9, but is there a penalty marker on the field? Yes, there is. Hold the phone.
Let's see what we got here. Tremendous job by the safety.
And then with the player downfield, maybe one of the offense, that penalty's declined. First down Nebraska.
Wow, what a
tremendous.
defensive effort by Dakota Prorock.
Wow, and he throws it up there for grabs even. And
Watch this
Prorock.
again. What a play that was defensively from Prorock.
And you have to secure it because if it's a dual possession, that possession goes to the offense. So great job by Prorock to not only grab it but roll over to keep possession.
6.5 minutes to go, and Wesleyan up 30-21. Still need to take care of the ball here. They're not within the comfort zone just yet as Romaine gets the handoff, and he's going to be tripped up by the ankle and stopped for a loss of about 3 back at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, Terry's got about 243 yards, 14 of 31. So he's thrown the ball out, 17 incompletions. But I tell you what, he's been under pressure, tremendous pressure by this Duhawk defense.
Here's the replay of that interception from Prorock. Watch.
And this is what a safety's supposed to do. You got Cujo out there covering, and the safety comes over and gets the timeout, high points it, and comes away with it. Great job by Dakota Prorock.
On the game clock. 6:24.
So Loras takes the timeout. We'll keep it here. 6:25, I believe. They're trying to reset the clock to 6:25. I got 6:24.
And this Wesleyan defense, Jeff, has come on again. The goal line stand, the interception. You know, tremendous job by those young men out there, just fighting for everything. You think about Wesleyan, you think about this offense, you think about, you know, Timms and Terry and so forth. But I'll tell you what, this defense has acquitted itself quite well here today.
6:24 to go here in this ball game. Terry out of the gun. Pitch and catch to Mathis at the 25, trying to work up to the 30, and he gets the ball stripped and knocked out of there, and it's a fumble recovery for Loras College.
Oh, my goodness.
Terry's pass is complete to 10, Alex Mathis. There's a fumble on the play. It's recovered.
And Mathis got banged up on the play.
Yeah, that's
First down Loras.
again a good job by the Duhawk defense that time of tackling and stripping. Nice little simple play, throw it out there. And then he gets himself in traffic. You got to secure the ball, and they knock it out right there. Number 28 for the Duhawks.
Second fumble lost today by Nebraska Wesleyan.
Actually, number 26.
A little rollout here by Sigworth, looking downfield, got somebody over there, and it's tipped up by Kojo, and it goes out of bounds, incomplete.
Yes, so Zach Kemp caused the fumble, and now Wesleyan almost gets another interception. Ball kind of hung in the air. Gave Cujo a chance to pick it off.
Sigler's pass intended for Marty McGovern.
So
Broken up by Kojo Adekapohu.
It hangs in there, and he has an opportunity right here. Oh, goes right through his hands.
McGovern was the intended receiver for the Duhawks. 2nd and 10 from the 29 of Wesleyan. Pitch and catch. Complete to Thomas, and Thomas is going to be brought down short of the 20 at the 21-yard line. 6 minutes and counting. Still a lot of time left here in this game. You think about it, John.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Loras, though, needs to get a score in a hurry. Third and short. And it's a keeper by Sigworth. Got the first down. He's inside the 20, brought down around the 19.
And they're going to go quickly. As they can get the ball set.
Sigler carries the ball.
And that's the thing he offers this offense, and we've seen it from Terry, the opportunity to run the ball, help your ball club out that way.
1st and 10 for the Prairie Wolf 19. Handoff again, up the gut, inside the 10, down to the 9. This could be a 1st and goal situation. Let's see. They're going to say no, he's short.
This is what turnovers will do for your team.
Sigworth rolling right, trying to get to the edge, trying to get the 1st down, spins and forced out of bounds here on the near sideline. And he got down to about the 7. So this will be 1st and goal here for the Dewhawks.
And what you don't want if you're Wesleyan is to go out of bounds. Sigworth got out of bounds to stop the clock. Time is the opponent of Wesleyan, big time.
1st and goal. Toss into the end zone, in there with the reception for Loras College is Willis. And it's 30-27, the point after coming up.
Wow. Tremendous job by Loras to respond after the turnover. Sigworth, see if they go for 2 here, Jeff. Yeah, I think they want to kick the extra point.
Farfen is out there to attempt the point after, by the way. Waiting the snap. Here's the hold. Here's the kick. And it is good. So it's 30-28. Nebraska Wesleyan still up by 2. 4:38 to go in this one. Come back to Able Stadium after you see this.
Loras 28.
(30-28) Nebraska Wesleyan ahead of Loras College. 4:38 to go. And still some time here for something to happen for Loras, and await what they do here. They're going to kick it end over end. Picked up at the 20 by Timms as he slides in like he was sliding into second base at about the 23-yard line. So the Prairie Wolves have the clock working against them right now. You got to get into a comfortable spot in the field in order for the clock to be on your side at this point. They're going to spot the ball at the 21.
Yeah.
You're 79 yards away from getting into the end zone. And that breeze is picked up out of the south now, as you can hear on our crowd mics outside. It's gotten windy here, and of course at a very crucial time. And here is the handoff. It goes to Romaine, and he gets up to about the 22-yard line, gets 1 yard out of it. The ground game has not really been effective here in recent drives for Wesleyan.
No, not at all. So they're going to take a timeout, just try to preserve some time, Jeff. And that's the enemy of both teams right now. How much time does Loras have and Wesleyan? They want this clock to tick, 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 tick.
So they'll talk things over here on what they want to do on this next play. Again, timeout here with 4:30 to go in this game.
And that's what you want to make Loras do. You want to make them use those timeouts. But the way to do that is to get first downs. And Wesleyan really, really needs at least a couple of first downs here. And I know Terry, You know, if he sees an opportunity and somebody breaks open, he's going to launch it downfield, and we may have another huge, huge play for Wesleyan. The pressure of Loras has had him running around all day.
Terry going to look to throw here. In the pocket, in trouble. He is surrounded, breaking free, but he stretches up to about the 25-yard line.
And he takes a shot there at the end from number 26 for Loras.
Timeout. Loras. That is their third timeout.
So Loras just burned their final timeout with 4:22 to go. And Wesleyan is going to have to figure out what they can do here to advance the sticks. And you got to find a way to have somebody get open up field, obviously, if you want to do the short toss route.
Yeah. And you got to ask yourself, you know, at this point in the game, who can you rely on? And in this situation, it's Timms. And so if I'm the defense, I'm bracketing Timms to make sure that he can't catch the ball. But if I'm Wesleyan, I'm trying to find a way to put him in motion. He's got over 200 yards, about 204 yards receiving in this ball game. Tremendous game for him. The question is, can he get another 4 yards here on third down? And if I'm Wesleyan, you got to go quickly, if you will.
3rd and 6.
There he is.
Terry gets the ball tipped up in the passing lane. Incomplete it goes. And give credit to the defensive lineman, Marcus Lampley, who came in and knocked that pass down. That's going to bring up 4th down. And now the punting unit's back out for the Prairie Wolves.
And that's exactly what you wanted if you were Loras. Yep. Oh, that's what they tell you to do. Get up in the air. Big number 52. He does it there. Need a good punt here from Wesleyan.
Long count. Here's the snap. And a booming punt.
Oh, that's a great punt.
Fair catch going to be waved by Brown at the Loras 34-yard line. So Loras has 66 yards to where they could take control of this ball game. And the pressure definitely on this Wesleyan defense to stop the ground attack for
That's
sure.
Right. You got to get that line. The line has to get upfield. And again, the sure tackling that has been the hallmark of this team these 4 games has to really show up here. And you got to make sure you keep Sigworth in contain.
Inside the left hash. From their own 34, 1st and 10. Pump fake there by Sigworth. He'll roll right. Looking upfield. Has he got somebody there? He's going to run the ball, and he's going to be ran out of bounds short of the 40. They'll spot him at the 39-yard line.
And the good thing about the Wesleyan bench there is that they were there where he couldn't take a tumble because he did get a push from behind. But he couldn't take a tumble because everybody was standing right there. That's a penalty you do not want. Defense has to get upfield and again contain. Here
2nd and 5. And it's a pass that goes incomplete. It was intended for Emulus, who was right on the left side around the 40. It was thrown behind him slightly. So 3rd and 5 coming up here for Loras.
Looked like he threw that ball a little bit sooner than he needed to. But this is a big 3rd down and 5 here for both teams. Wesleyan up 2.
3rd and 5. Sigworth, a pass over the middle, incomplete.
So
Good coverage.
So what do? You got to go for it.
Willis was the intended target, just could not corral the ball. He had pressure around him. And now 4th down here for Loras, and you're right, go for the...
Threw it a little high. That's the problem. He threw it high. If he throws it into his gut, 1st down.
So they're going to go for it here, 4th and 5.
Play of the game right here.
From the 39 of Loras. Willis in motion to the far side. Sigworth looking to throw. Got a man over there. It's caught by Thomas.
Oh!
And Thomas is going to be wrapped up and stopped by Prorock. and it's going to be Nebraska Wesleyan getting the football back on downs.
Oh, what a tremendous job. We've talked about it, Jeff. The tackling of this Prairie Wolf football team. He's out there all by himself in space on an elusive running back, and he makes the tackle. Just hunkers down there, settles his feet, and makes a great tackle. Throws it out there, and there you go. Settle, 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 and boom. What a play. Nobody but you. You got to get it done. He does it. Now, this is where a running game for Wesleyan would be of great help.
16 of 35 passing for 298 yards this afternoon for Carter Terry as he keeps it on the zone read and takes it inside the 35, tackled at the 34 of Loras College.
That's a great job by Carter Terry. Yeah, everybody thought Romaine had the ball going out sideways. Terry had it going up the middle. And, of course, the key here, not only the clock keep running, but you protect the football. Both arms around the ball, secure like a precious baby.
Splits here, 3 on the left side on the bottom part of the screen. Second, and we'll call it 6. Zone read given up to Romaine. Cuts back in and marches down toward the 31-yard line. Gets 3 on the pickup. 2:40 to go here as the clock starts to wind down and become friendly with the Prairie Wolves.
Now the question is, if Wesleyan doesn't get it on third down, why not go for it on, this is 4-down territory for them as well. So they have 2 downs to make 3 yards. And you want to run this clock down all the way. Just let it keep going, going, going. 40 seconds and counting.
And what do we got here? The officials are going to call timeout.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Well, the play clock is still going.
Would the game clock operator please reset the game clock to 2:32? Play clock to 25. Start the game clock on my ready for play.
So 2:32 on the game clock. The play clock reset to 25. There we go.
Let's get it going. There we go. And again, Wesleyan, get it all the way down. Great thing is Carter Terry sees the clock right in front of him in nice red letters. Or numbers, rather. Numbers.
3rd and 3. Long count. Play clock at 5. Terry gets the snap. Zone read. Keeper by Terry, and he is stuffed.
My goodness.
And he's going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss back at the 32. 2 minutes and counting. Now we're under 2 minutes. 4th down territory here for Nebraska Wesleyan.
And you can take as much as you want, take a timeout even, with 2 timeouts remaining. So Coach Keller's going to let this thing run all the way down and then call a timeout.
So they will do that. Yep. So timeout called with
That is our second charge timeout of the half.
a minute 24 to go in the game. So Wesleyan with 1 timeout left, Loras with none. And the Prairie Wolves discussing a setup here on 4th down, and we'll call it 4 here at the Loras 32-yard line.
With a dare throw the ball. He's got over 300 yards passing. It is the Wesleyan bread and butter. Short pass. But,
well,
it may not matter. I mean, with the way the defense is playing, if you can even get another yard or so here, but if you get first down, it's ball game. It's good night, Irene. It's sweet Caroline. It's turn out the light. The party's over.
So let's see what the Prairie Wolves assemble here on this 4th down situation.
Boy, here it is.
If they get the first down, then it's the ball game.
The key here, if you don't have it, if you're Terry, you just got to eat it.
Terry going to throw it. He's going to scramble, facing pressure. He's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And now, with 1:16 to go, Loras College has a chance.
Field goal to win.
That's all they need.
Field goal to win.
Is to set up in field goal range and bring in Nick Farfan to attempt it, to go for the ball game. And now the Prairie Wolves defense.
You can't take that sack, Jeff. You just cannot take that sack.
1st and 10 from the Loras 37. The Duhawks will spread it out. Sigwarth looking to throw in the pocket, going to throw upfield, sliding catch to McGovern is complete at the Nebraska Wesleyan 47-yard line. Now a hurry-up offense. 1:08 to go.
Got to get some pressure. Got to get a sack.
Pressure's on. Here it is. Scrambling, throwing the ball downfield. It is complete inside the 30.
But he's in bounds.
To McGovern at the 20.
Clock should be moving.
25-yard line. They got to get the yard marker set up. Now they're set. Now the clock is rolling. 52 seconds and rolling. Blitz being shown by Wesleyan. Pass over the middle is incomplete. The blitz was on as Caden Daw came in and laid out Sigwarth.
Did he lay a lick?
And the clock stops with just under 45 seconds to spare.
Delayed blitz here, right up the middle. And there it is.
2nd and 10 from the Prairie Wolves 26. Loras trying to get set up for a win if they can. Snap to Sigwarth, looking to throw, pass incomplete over here on the right side, looking for McGovern. He threw it behind him. Now 3rd and 10 here for the Duhawks.
Yeah, the kicker for the Duhawks is 0 for 1 on field goal attempts this season. So
they're going to try to score.
Oh, yes. I don't think there's any doubt about that at all.
The fans here at Wesleyan coming to their feet.
Need a big play by this defense once again.
Sigwarth on 3rd and 10. Pitch and catch complete to McGovern around the 21-yard line, short of the first down by about 5 yards, and 4th down coming up, and they're going to bring the field goal unit out. Let's see. I think they are. They're going to set up for the field goal. And they're going to go for the field goal. Declan O'Connor will attempt it. From the 28, a 38-yard attempt. The kick is up. It's got some distance, and it is good. Right inside the left upright. Loras goes up 31-30.
Wow.
A 38-yarder. Wow. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And you want to talk about clutch. My goodness.
That was money right there. Big time. That was his first kick of the season. He was not the kicker who was 0 for 1. He puts it right through the left. You said it right between the just inside that left upright.
Wow. Now, Wesleyan's got 31 seconds to work. Some magic.
And 1 timeout. So, again, not getting that timeout. Boy, look at that. It curved right inside.
Man.
And this has been a game of twists and turns. And again, Wesleyan had a extra point blocked, which created the difference.
Man, oh man. Here's the kick. Guzman going to pick it up at the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30, and he stumbles at about the 29-yard line. So 27 seconds to go. You are at the 29. You got 71 yards to pay dirt. Or get the ball into a spot to where you can go for a field goal.
Yeah, that's it.
And bring in Neufeld.
Yeah, so that play that Wesleyan hit Timms on for 70 yards right down the seam, Jeff. They're going to be playing prevent defense, everybody back. Again, the pressure has been on. See if they stay with that. Wesleyan has to be quick here.
Pressure's on. Terry eludes a tackle, still on his feet, looking upfield, throws the ball, caught at the 49 of Loras.
And he took a shot, Jeff. He is down.
Matthew Zarbanicki with the reception, and Terry is down on the turf.
Oh, he took a shot on the pass play. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he threw the ball, and you play that one back, guys. Let's see who that was who got him. He's eluding, and right there, as he throws the ball, he's in the air, and he's going to have to come out of this ball game. And the backup quarterback is going to have to come in. At least one play.
So Evan Johnson is the backup. He will come in with 19 seconds to go from the left hash of the 48 of Loras.
Boy, what a play this is.
Johnson, a 6'4", 195-pound sophomore.
Now a quick out to the top of the screen up there, top of the field.
Got a man over here, and it's going to be underthrown incomplete around the 39-yard line of Loras. 15.6 seconds remain.
Yeah, you come in cold, haven't thrown the ball in the game. You have to throw a 20-yard out. Not so much. Need about another 20, 25 yards here, about 25 yards. Look for Timms. Watch O'Connell.
Terry gets the snap, looking to throw. He's eluding tackles, throws the ball, penalty flag thrown, and the pass goes incomplete to O'Connell. And O'Connell is limping as he marches out of the end zone. 8.8 seconds remaining. A flag in the backfield. That's not good if you're Wesleyan.
Yeah, it's holding, most likely.
Holding.
Yes.
Holding, number 73. Taking a penalty. Replay second down.
Wow. And O'Connell, he either has a cramp or
a quad.
Something going on back there. He's going to limp off the field.
Like he's having trouble even walking back. I think they're just going to have him go off the field.
And Terry, nice job of eluding the rush, getting it downfield.
You throw the home run ball here.
Well, you got one timeout, so if you can still get, you got to get a big chunk of yardage here. And I'll tell you what, this Loras defense has just been pressure. Not going to be easy. Oh, he didn't turn around. Didn't turn around.
Timms did not turn around. Incomplete pass around the 38. That would have been enough for a first down.
Oh, my goodness. Why is he not turning around?
He's had a great afternoon today. 3 touchdown receptions for Kevin Timms.
Yeah, over 200-plus yards receiving. Terry has over 300 yards, I believe. So it's been an offensive display, but you're still down 1 point. And this is Hail Mary time right here, Jeff. Or hook and lateral, something.
Well,
this is the ball game.
Basically. And timeout called by Brian Keller. He'll burn the final timeout of this game. And it's just been there have been so many different circumstances today. And just when you thought
That is their third and final charge.
Wesleyan had bounced back and gained control. Loras has answered. They have scored 10 unanswered points since Wesleyan went up 30-21. And that field goal,
Oh, boy.
might have been the dagger.
And what an opportunity. But you got to give the defense credit. They held Wesleyan on 4th down there and was able to get the ball back in a pretty decent location on the field. And, give Sigworth credit and the rest of these guys credit for just battling. And the field goal through just inside the left upright, Jeff. Boy, I tell you. But it just shows you how everything in the football game makes a difference. Wesleyan doesn't get the extra point. That's the point differential right now in this ball game. Their defense, they get a touchdown in the end zone off a fumbled punt. So special teams matters.
Likely going to be it right here. Terry out of the gun.
Save a penalty on the defense.
Let's see what he goes with the home run ball. Looking to throw. Has some time. Time running out. Lobs it down. A Hail Mary in the air.
He's open.
And it's going to be knocked away. Incomplete.
Whoa.
And Loras College comes away with a win.
Man, he hit him in the head.
And that it was intended
For Holman.
It was Holman, the tight end, and he laid out flat on his back.
Yeah, that was. Boy, that was a. The referee's going to get off the field here, but yeah, that was a collision in the end zone.
Now watch this again.
Yeah, so he's going to take a shot here as he's fighting for the right there. Just a collision there. Where guys going for the ball.
Wow.
He's sitting up. Good job. Good job.
It's just a tough way to end it today. That was tough. And Nebraska Wesleyan today had a great outing for the most part. Watch this again.
And look, he's fighting back toward the ball. Looked like he has an opportunity here, Jeff, trying to get back inside. And for all intents and purposes, he may have caught that ball, saved the safety, come in and knock it away. And the collision puts him on his back.
Wow.
But he's going to stand up here. There you go. There you go.
As both teams meet, that'll do it for Mabel Stadium. We'll talk to you here in a couple of weeks on October 9th. Homecoming with Dubuque coming to Lincoln. Prairie Wolves are on the road next week up in Northeast Iowa at Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. The final here today from Mabel Stadium. Loras College comes away as they rally back to beat Nebraska Wesleyan 31-30. For John Harris, for our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew, I'm Jeff Moats. Thanks along. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a great weekend.
Oh.
Good afternoon from Able Stadium here in Lincoln.
Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network broadcast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University, NWU.